This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
Yo, what's up, someone? Good to see you, man. How are you? Wow, you were super quick on the draw there. I barely started. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Looks like I forgot to change the audio. Okay, here we go. But Genshin still has no audio. There we go. Fixed it. Yo, what's up, Shinpo?
Wherever in this world
You made it, man.
I carry memories of my home.
Stupidity. Interesting name, Stupidity T. Hi. What's up, man? Jamal, good to see you again, man. Yo, what's up, Spartan? Howdy, howdy. Yo, what's up, random dude? Wow, good to see you again, man. How have you been? Not much. Ooh, I forgot to, hang on. Hang on. I forgot to set the stream thumbnail. I still have like my default thumbnail. Here we go. I changed it. Alright. Much better.
There are leaves around. And I know just the
Just done my oral test yesterday. Spartan. Dude, you don't have to make it be like that, man. Oral test, like you mean you had to memorize something and like you had to recite it or something, random dude?
Have you become troubled over the
I've had very bad internet and I can't see the stream. I have very bad internet. I can't see the stream. Oh, sorry. I thought it was. I've had bad internet. You mean even now? What's wrong with your internet, man?
Oh, nothing. Go on. Pick an aspect for her to divine.
Please make your schedule stream to Monday 9 p.m., Wednesday 10 p.m., and Friday 9 p.m., Sunday 9 p.m. I have work, man. I don't earn anything from YouTube, which means I need an actual job, which I do. That's why I can't stream on any other time. Like, I have no other time to stream. Like, the only scheduled stream I have is Monday evening. And every other stream I have is random because it depends on whether I have stuff to do or not.
When I start talking.
Pancit Canton still tastes good. I mean, yes it does, but it kind of loses, like as you get older, it starts to lose its value. Waffles. It's hard to explain. I don't know how old you are, and I don't know what life you've lived, but the life I've lived is that I've had a chance to basically live life. Ever since I graduated from college at 18, until, I don't know, maybe 20, like, until I was 25. Yeah, I kind of was able to live my life and do what I wanted. Like, sleep, okay, here's an example. Like, sleeping super late. And then all of a sudden at 2-3 a.m. deciding with your girlfriend to go out 7-Eleven, go buy ice cream and whatever junk food we could find and stuff our faces until we can't eat anymore, and then sleep at 6 a.m. and then the next day decide to call in sick just because we're feeling lazy. Yeah, so live that kind of life.
We'll get through this,
Um,
Taria, for sure.
by the time you're in your
She'll
late
never guess that
20s,
we had anything to do with it.
Set Canton will still taste pretty good, but it
So,
definitely will
that's
still
the
will
point.
start to lose
That's
its value.
no problem with that. Although I've been
On vacation with
observing
no
Venus
Wi-Fi?
for a
Hey,
while.
you're on vacation, man. You know, like you can't have
You're not
you
wrong.
you can't look
It's always been
you
very
can't have
bad.
everything at the
If
same
it was
time all the time. You know,
alright.
you're already on vacation, so that's pretty good already. Wait, is it the following day? The following, yeah. Yo, what's up, RJ? Finally caught your streams. How have been able to come to your streams often? Sure, it's all good, soul. It's all good. Take care of real life before some random dude on the internet, man. But I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Really. I'm still happy that you're here now. I appreciate it, man. Yo, what's up, Taz? How are you, man? Truly the best life to live in. I mean, yeah, if like practically speaking, it really did nothing for my future. Those 5, 6, or 7 years that I basically lived life, it did nothing for my future. I saved $0. Thankfully, I didn't accrue any debt during the time, so it's not that bad. But I don't regret not. I don't regret any of it. I'm happy that
That's
5,
right.
6, or
You
7
really
years
can't force
was
anything when
part
it
of
comes
my
to love.
timeline.
And besides, everyone around me is a very
Yo, what's up,
different
Zhao? I have exams. I have exams next week. Wish me luck. Also, hello,
Okay,
RJ. How
well,
are you? Good luck in your exams,
seem
Zhao.
pretty
I'm
close.
good.
Thought they
Thanks
were
for asking.
quiet, happy
Pretty
kids.
happy. Finally had time to stream in the
What are their
morning.
names again?
Yesterday I wanted to
Are
stream
you
in the morning,
sure?
but I ran out of time. I had
Actually,
bunch of stuff to take care of. In fact, I still have
see.
stuff to take care of today,
I
but they're not
imagine that must.
as much of a priority as the stuff I took care of yesterday.
I'd like to get another
I hate
reading on my
midterms.
love
It's so
prospects.
pointless.
But to be perfectly honest with you,
a mess?
well,
I got to Air 53, got Cyno, Venti, and Venti's. What? How'd you get all of it,
The
man?
gods are asked Sitari.
why haven't I?
Sitaria.
How did you
And
get all of
if I
it?
may
Like,
ask,
just this
Nabila,
banner?
Is there a
Just in
specific god
3.1?
who's-
You got 3 5-stars. Hey, what's up,
What
Pog?
an
How are you, man?
inconsiderate and naive question. The god
Even though news of the Scarlet King's resurrection has been spreading like wildfire, it's all just a misinformation
Life
campaign
is
from
suffering
the
during
What
midterms and finals.
insolence.
Man.
I am the Scarlet King's most loyal.
You know,
Oh,
like,
no,
it's...
no. As a
Uh,
will think very carefully about his demands.
it's hard to explain
I'm sorry. I
without
must go now.
having to share like a lot of the details of what my college life was like. And I don't know, like I guess sharing all of that would just be like boring. I don't know, but basically
Whoa.
because of the school I went to and
Sitaria
because
tells
of
me
what
to
major I
suspect
took,
Internet to have something she's been
my
trying
college
desperately
life
to
wasn't
avoid
as
coming out
hard
of nowhere
as
and
like
later.
99.99% of college students in the world.
Aw,
So it was college for me was actually like a bunch of free time to what is it? To binge watch. What is it? To binge watch Avatar: The Last Airbender over and over and over and over again, and watch all the anime and read all the manga and play all the video games that I could. And
It's okay. I just got caught
I
up
mean,
in something.
I like to think that
Actually,
yes,
you
I had.
asked me to help you
It
look
sounds
for work
great. It sounds
for today,
awesome.
don't
But I
you?
also think about it as that
Fair
because of
enough.
the school I went
I
to
didn't think that was
and the
something
major
speaking of.
I
How's he
chose,
doing?
and because I
That's good
didn't
to hear.
choose to
I've been
pursue
thinking
that
more
career,
about him. Actually,
I didn't go
yeah,
straight
he's been-
forward
if you could find
in
the t-
terms
he's a
of
quick
financial
tempo.
success.
So,
I'm
So that's why I'm here now.
You were
Life is
born a
not
child of the desert.
financially the
Yes,
easiest
a
right now,
team? You don't
but
mean-
it's not the worst.
Strange about becoming a
Yeah, it's not
believer of the
horrible.
wise Scarlet King?
So I think I'm doing
In
pretty well
fact,
despite
aren't
me being
you the
super
strange
lazy
one?
and
The
like
one who
just
still
being just a
Can't pick
horrible
a side.
no, like how would I best describe, like the most irresponsible person ever when I was a kid. And unfortunately, that's definitely not gonna be the life that other people may live. I still do
So,
recommend
she's shocked.
like that most people,
Noticed anything weird
maybe
in
not
the city
everyone,
lately?
really depends on you, like what opportunities are
As if someone
presented
was
to you,
trying to preach to you
and like
about
what your
something.
life is like, etc. Like many other
strange,
factors.
I
Everyone's lives are
celebrated
very
this
different from each
Are
other.
you still failing to realize that
To basically go as straightforward towards financial success as you can. Of course, don't go too hard on it, otherwise you'll end up just not being happy overall.
Please stop.
Yeah, I guess, you know, it's kind of my thoughts on life in general.
This is the most important part.
Mercenary.
According to the, like, I guess, despite being super irresponsible when I was young, I somehow managed to avoid being
You
just
know my name?
dirt poor and buried in debt.
And all you must face the truth, Sataria. You tread a child of the Scarlet King. Never forget that the desert
Cyno and
that belongs
Venti,
to you
back to
lies
back.
elsewhere.
What's
And the weapon banner, I was
about
already on
becoming
60
a
pity.
believer of the wise
But the
Scarlet
fact that you
King?
still got it,
In fact, aren't
instead of
you
like
the
Skyward
strange
Spine
one? The one who still
or
can't
Skyward
pick a
Pride or
side?
whatever, that's
What an
it's
absurd
some kind of
question.
luck right
You
there.
make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of the Scarlet King. Sataria, why haven't you gone home?
Whose toilets did you have to clean, Soul, to get that kind of luck, man? Do you think it's worth pulling on the next weapon banner with the new Kaza sword? Gives a lot of ER. Oh yeah, that one.
I've also been. No matter how much I may try to ignore.
You won't necessarily.
Okay, we'll actually we'll talk
do
about
you
the
know me
banners
so
in a
well?
bit
That's
actually.
not important.
Yeah,
Because
I
you provide-
wanted to talk about the banners
I've actually never believed in the god.
this
You tell me.
stream.
I
I
was
probably
just
won't
one of
have
the
to
designers for the
finish
quest.
the Archon
I'm
Quest
very
before we start talking
just
about
been
it.
working to
Just
meet the
kind of
goals that
waiting
specified requirements.
until
However,
a couple
there's
more
something
people
that's
show
been
up,
really
just
bothering me.
so like a lot
I
more,
had a
just so
scholar
more
who was
people
previously expelled to
could
return to the city.
To
you
fight
know
against the
could
It
join
should
in the
be
discussion.
possible if we're willing to take some risks. After all, I'm in a. One thing though, I won't be able to transfer the
Hello,
documents.
Rowo J dies of
The
cringe.
academia
Who's
entrance.
Rowo
Don't
J?
worry about
Go
them, only
go.
suggesting this location.
Also,
Alright.
hello.
So,
What's up, man?
The dendro archon.
Just go for the path you choose and pursue
people are
it,
the one-
but still have
Maybe it's
fun,
time
is
for
what
me
you're
to-
saying? Yeah, I mean, like, it's up to you. So, I guess, it's not really, like, have fun, because some people think, like, fun, no, not fun. Like, fun may not be happiness to some people. Like, obviously it's fun, right? It's human nature. Fun equals human nature. What is this? Following night, 1900. Okay. But to some people, fulfillment of goals makes them happier than actually just having fun and partying and drinking, etc. So it depends on like where you're happier. Have to go? Oh, alright. Thanks for stopping by, someone. Take care, man. Have a good day. Oh, enjoy the rest of your vacation, man.
Catherine, we're here. That's right. I suppose I'm
Tried to
the
put
other
O in your
Catherine
name.
Warmind.
Oh.
We're on a secret mission tonight.
R.
We need to protect
Oh,
Catherine's
J.
identity.
Dies of cringe. Oh,
That's
God.
right. If something were to happen.
Oh, I understand now.
Exactly. Just what Paimon was thinking.
And also, why did YouTube make OB? OWO? Really?
Enough about
Oh,
What do you feel? It's the middle of
I didn't
the night.
realize that
I
actually.
think he's right. It really is a lot quieter than usual. If you look around, there seems to be fewer people on the streets. Huh. I also can't quite...
Just so everyone knows ahead of time, the Vancouver Canucks will win the Stanley Cup this year. It's hard to focus on studying when you're streaming in. When you're streaming and hockey starts tomorrow. Oh god.
Huh. You really...
Oh man, okay. See, this is the kind of thing that I hate the most about not 3.0, but Genshin Impact starting from 3.0, because you bet they're gonna keep doing stuff like this to prolong content and make it feel like there's a lot of content by stretching out the amount of time, like making the minimum amount of time to blast through all the content as long as possible.
What are all these people doing here at this hour of the night?
The
Do you think
triumphant hero
YouTube
returns
think
at
I'm a
last.
furry?
And to a rather
I
spectacular
don't know.
win.
I
do
think
say so myself.
YouTube has a weird way of looking at people. I don't know.
Expelled from the
It's
academia.
because of
Indeed
all
I
the data
am.
that I have
Although
access to.
these days they tend to call
They have a
me
very different way of
the
looking at
doctor.
people. Bro, ask people to rate my Cyno.
If you're looking for your
I asked
researcher
people to
friend,
rate my
she has
Cyno
already
and they
been
keep
taken into
complaining.
confinement.
Why?
With some basic
About the crit
precautions,
damage. So
she could have
today,
discovered
bring it
the
up
listening
from
device on her
138 to
person.
208 crit
Clearly,
damage.
she lacks the degree
But I
of
thought my
rigor
crit
expected
rate
of a true
down
scholar.
from 95 to 60. So you got
The people of Sumeru City.
60 crit damage, but lost
What have you done to them?
35.
I simply made some minor adjustments to their Akasha terminals. Now they can deposit information directly
I don't know, like
into the subconscious.
60.
As you can see, all these lovely people now believe this traveler is a hero who has just saved the
I don't know. I
world.
think it's a fair trade. It's
My
about the same
experiment
crit
is a
value overall.
success. And now it seems they can no longer hold back their sheer adoration.
No, what should we do?
Yeah.
These are all just regular
And it's about the same
people.
amount of crit values. I think it's okay.
You need
Either
to
way
get
is
out of
fine,
here.
I think.
What? That guy's a Fatui
It really
here.
is up to you, Soul, on which you prefer. Whether you want to see bigger numbers or you want more consistency. For me personally, I prefer more consistency. Like a lot of people tend to settle for like a 50 to 100 crit ratio, but I really like having like a 70 or 75 to 150 crit ratio. Yeah, it's hard to explain. I just really prefer consistency over seeing bigger numbers.
You appear to have overridden their mental faculties with your own consciousness. To possess such a powerful mind, you must be the god of wisdom.
This should be far enough. Is the heater going to be okay?
Check your mouth, bro.
Was it, and that
And I'm
you-
literally playing a video game and reading multiple messages at the same time. I have no time to open up a calculator or even take time to properly do math.
Said, we'll meet you mean, oh, right. Even though he took, there's no time.
Yo, good morning, Shinrin. How are you, man? Good to see you again. How's your day going? Well, that bird just got run over. I didn't even collect the fowl that I got from it.
Hold it right there. A blonde-haired traveler and a floating fairy.
I'm watching while washing dishes? What?
Take a look around.
Wait,
Horrifying.
well, how are you typing?
The outcast?
Your phone, though. Okay, well, I guess nowadays, like most phones, yeah, like even mid-range phones are already water resistant. So I don't know. I guess I'm not surprised by that anymore.
You're off track.
I guess I'm the only one living in the past, because like I literally have a $100 phone. I have 2 phones right now, and one of them isn't mine.
Access denied.
One is a budget phone, not even a mid-range phone. Not the cheapest phone, but definitely a budget phone from 2017. Oh yeah, 2017. And then the other phone is a $100 phone from 2020. So none of them,
That was pretty rough.
sad to say, but none of them are water resistant.
Yeah, but this doctor, going up against.
So water resistant phones are kind of still surprising to me.
Hold on. What are you two doing back here? Hey, it's nice to see you again. Are you doing all right? To be honest,
Still annoys me that Raiden uses a
not
pole
doing
arm
too well.
and not her
I've
booba
always been
sword.
bouncing at a faster rate lately.
Booba YouTube has turned me into a child.
As a result. Oh, Chloe. Speaking of Tainari. Oh, Master. I thought it was weird too. Master Tainari. No. I know that, but a research. Oh, we don't have a lot of time, so let's go look for him at Party's DI. Got it. Whoop.
Oh man, wait. What is this? Oh, this is the, okay, this is the end of the Tainari story quest. Okay. Heard like a loud yawn. Probably a motorcycle passing by.
Anyway.
I see. Once the excess, this is the
No, not motorcycle, but like a tricycle. I live in such a small city that there are no taxis here. The taxis we have here are tricycles.
Go right now, but all right then.
Also, I noticed every time I mute my... Can I just finish this first? Just time to 8, okay. I noticed that every time I mute my microphone and then when I... after I unmute it, it's like super sensitive. It hears sounds that are so far away. The next day, oh man, okay. I guess it must be the noise cancelling, because the headset that I use now, like the microphone that I use, is from like a noise cancelling headset, and it's not like a gaming headset or whatever with noise cancelling. It's not like a random headset. It's actually literally a headset from a call center. I know he's busy completing. Oh god, this is so annoying. And I guess it must be like a software-based kind of must be a software-based kind of noise cancelling. So probably I'm assuming this is what's happening. When I mute my microphone, it doesn't hear any sounds. So it's thinking like, okay, there's no sound to cancel now. We don't hear anything. So we'll just try to listen to anything we can. And then when I unmute it, it just gets overloaded with like all the sounds. Like it's I feel like it's like if you turn off the lights for like 5 or 10 minutes and in a pitch black room, and then all of a sudden you turn it on and like your eyes just get overloaded with light. And I think that's kind of what happens whenever I mute and then unmute my microphone. And maybe that's the loud sound that you heard just now. Probably something from far away that even I could barely hear. But my microphone was picking up because I muted and then unmuted it. I like Raiden with a sword. They're giving us some more weapon diversity from the Archons. Yeah, right. Most of, so far we've seen
What a
3 Archons, like released Archons.
Oh, I see.
That's right.
Venti,
We're old friends. You've come and
Zhongli, and then
Asia. Wait,
A.
no.
But
do
2
you
out
do
of
my
3
conscious-
are polearm users.
Congratulations!
When my conscious
That sounds incredible.
And from the hearsay that I'm hearing, it
Oh,
sounds like
remember?
Nahida is going to be a catalyst user.
You can do that? I've never.
Hold
So at
on.
least that's a different weapon type.
All right now.
Muha
Hold my
Nilou.
I'll help.
Okay.
Ready?
Muha Nilou. Alright, you like Nilou, huh? I like Nilou too. Nilou looks good. I mean, like, she actually looks good, like, appearance-wise. What's up, Hilly Trail? How are you, man?
It took 3 betrayals for me to finally understand.
Let's see. I
The
wish
world is just an
I had your account,
elaborate
RJ.
tapestry of lies.
I have so many quests.
My theory.
I mean, okay. You know what, Zhao? If the thing with having so many quests is that means you have a lot to do.
My mother.
So right now, I really only have a lot to do, but
She saw no
it's not really a
way that
lot.
was
It's
discarded.
I only have a lot to do because I have to do it on 3
The
or 4
second was a
accounts.
human.
But it's the same thing over and
My
over again,
family.
and it's just,
My friend.
man,
Consumed
I don't
by
know.
fear,
It's slowly.
he saw me as an abomination.
And Genshin really just does kind of feel dry, and that's why I
There was
titled my
one
last stream
exactly
as
like
Genshin
me.
feels quiet,
A hope for
because
the
that's the
future.
thought that I had when I
A
started the stream.
fledgling barely out of the
Are they
nest.
down bad again? Ganyu will be disappointed.
Powerless
Ganyu's
before
still my
his
forever,
authority.
man. I mean, look at the teams I always run. I
What was
have
promised to me.
I use 3 or 4 accounts, and I always have Ganyu on the team, and there's a reason for that.
And the gods
And the
follow
reason
me
is,
with pure loathing.
I just really
So I
wanna,
said good riddance.
I just really wanna glide forward,
and laugh in its
get on my
face.
wind glider, and then look up.
My chest will never again be defiled by worldly filth. I will scrub away every last trace
Muha,
of
Coco
human
Goat,
emotion.
Milky.
Then it will be empty. A blank slate.
I have a lot of
Ready
pending
to
quests too.
receive a supreme gnosis.
RJ likes the taste of Ganyu.
Brimming
No,
with
I
pure
mean,
divinity.
why not? Why not, right? Okay. Nah, that was too
There's no
much.
need to fear. The pain will be brief.
Oh, our little boy's all grown up now. Our little boy with mommy issues thinks he has big boy pants on now. That's really what I think about Scary Moosh, by the way. Scary Moosh is like a kid. He really is like a kid that has mommy issues, and now he thinks he has big boy pants on.
Such an alas. If only.
Do you understand
How much have you
now?
spent on Genshin?
I'm afraid this is no
On this
period
account
for
I'm on right now, $0.
I
Because this is a free-to-play account.
That's how I.
This one, this is my second account, and my third account is also completely
Already
F2P.
lost my mind?
My main account, I don't know. I don't really count because like they're like Welkin, right? It's just Welkin. I buy Welkin every month and that's it. I did stop for like an entire year, and I only started buying Welkin about a year after I started. For I don't know, like maybe 3 or 4 times, and I also bought the battle pass a total of 5 times. Battle pass is kind of easier to track because you can see how many weapons you have. But the Welkin, I kind of bought it for like 3 or 4 times a year after I started, and then I stopped for like a year because I literally was broke because stuff happened in real life. And then I only very recently started buying Welkin again on my main account. Shinrin, we heard that? No. No, you didn't hear anything, Shinrin. Stop. Elytra wants cocoa goat milk. Oh, that's what it meant. Muha cocoa goat milky. That's what it meant. Oh god. I just now processed it. Have someone clip the sus stuff RJ said in his past streams. Joke, no joke. Can't wait for when we get to play Deer Balls 2. Wait, huh? Scary mustache. What?
Okay, we finally lost him.
Oh, the
That isn't me.
traveler's back.
I spent over $500 and I have one account. Oh, good for you, man. No, really. Like, I'm happy for you that you have the financial means to spend $500 on a game that is completely winnable with $0 spent. Because that means that you're living pretty well. And I'm happy for you, man.
It's pretty big.
Yo, what's up, Cyno Pact? How are you, man? Good to see you again. True. To be fair, A wasn't the best mama either. Their family tree is full of... Yep, I agree. Well, I mean, I don't know. Like, A herself was kind of like a...
That.
I don't know.
Well, all I know is that
A herself was like a teenage girl. Right? Like, okay, think about it.
Do you have any evidence?
A kind of just followed her bigger sister, her older sister, like a puppy, and did what she did. Said, "Wow, this is like," and then she just thought like everything her older sister did was like great and perfect. And then when she died, she just locked herself in a room and didn't care about what the others about what happened to other people because she locked herself in a room.
I'll stay here for if you're
Doesn't
planning
that
to go into
feel
the
like
come
such a
find me.
teenage behavior? I mean, I'm not saying all teenagers are like that, but like spoiled. Maybe not spoiled, but like what is it? What's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word. I really can't think of the word, man. Oh, man. English is hard, man. English is hard. I can't think of the word, man. What's going on?
Paimon remembers hearing people call this the Wall of Samiel. It's made to block sandstorms from the outside.
I love the new Archon Quest, man. Wow, really? I mean, I like the story. It's absolutely great. Like the writing and everything. The only problem I have with like everything after 3.0, no, not after, like since 3.0, has just been like the time gating and like prolonging. They're like super dragging out everything. Dialogue, what is it? Like stuff that you actually have to do in the game. Mini cutscenes like this, for example. Right, this is a little cutscene, and this one I don't mind because it actually shows what's happening in the story, and I don't complain about this one. But there are other mini cutscenes that are just completely unskippable and irrelevant, like the traveler walking up 3 steps, or Cyno moving forward 2 steps, and for some reason. It's in there, and like what does this add to the story?
There's no need to thank
And it's so annoying.
I've never cared to keep. All I did was correct a mistake I happened to come across.
Yeah, but the writing, the story, and like the point of where the story is now, like the overall Tevat story, the traveler story, I'm so excited because we're finally things are getting bigger, and I'm just excited about it.
Had I wished to
Everything's
turn you over
great.
to the academia, don't you think you'd already be the
Yo,
heir
what's up,
of
Catherine? I
guests
just
by now?
relived the same moment.
Right. You do have a point.
Well, I mean, technically you are Catherine,
I
right?
know
So of
these
course, yeah.
days,
Do
no
you
more
think
passionate.
YouTube
Not
thinks I'm a
quite.
furry just because I watch
To
furry
tell you the
videos?
truth, I'm still
Probably not.
investigating the Everyone says
YouTube
that
is
which brings me
YouTube.
that the
It's just
leader of
algorithm
Aino used
and
the divine
or
knowledge
code.
capsule right in front of you.
So
And
YouTube
upon
just
seeing
thinks
him,
that you like it.
Your expression to have that kind of reaction.
Roll Nilou?
You
Wait.
really have a ridiculous...
So that's
Me?
but that does prove you do have
No,
some...
I'm not rolling for Nilou.
Then I'd suggest starting with Aru.
She's very niche. She's enabler-ish. Like she's like partly enabler, but she's a decent enabler. At the same time, she's also like a sub DPS. But you could use her as a main DPS too. But I don't know. Like it's a bit. She has semi split scaling. Not really split scaling, but semi split scaling, because you don't know whether to. Okay, so I guess you do build her as a DPS, and then I don't know. I think it's a weird kit. She doesn't have very. I'm looking at her numbers, and it looks like she's not the one that's gonna be doing like most of the damage on your teams. Although I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Those were not final numbers. And unless if I actually know how to do the math myself, then yeah. But until she gets released, I really can't say whether she'll do big PP numbers or not. But from right now, like the way that MiHoYo has been balancing its characters, I really am not expecting her to be really, really good. Real teenage A. Are you saying A had an abortion? No. She when her sister died, not. But well, that's the thing though, Spartan is. Yes, this is so weird. What a weird topic. A didn't really have an abortion. She had the kid, and then she couldn't bring herself to. She couldn't bring herself to abort it, so she still had it, but then kind of just let it go on its own, and that's kind of what happened. And that's the kid that we see now, aka Scaramouche, and why he has so like why he's so serious about his mommy issues.
Yes.
RJ, what is the better weapon and artifacts for ether? That depends, Shinpo, on which ether, which element. Because the different elements have different builds on them, because they have slightly quite different kits.
Nothing escapes a Matra's senses.
This is the case of teenage pregnancy all along. Oh my goodness, what in the world are we talking about, man? What in the actual world are we talking about? What a topic. Cloud, I'm so sorry you have to see us like this. Like, we're talking about A having teenage pregnancy.
I should have known you'd be
Cocoa Goat Milky. Oh, hey, relax, Silly Troll. Chill, man, chill. Don't worry. Like we're getting spammed with cutscenes. I can't show you. I can't get Ganyu out on the screen. We're just in cutscene after cutscene after cutscene. Like it's all just unskippable, and I hate it so much. I can't even actually play the game. I guess this is the game, according to what MiHoYo thinks. Kinda late. It's alright though, Cloud.
Another sandstorm?
RJ, yo, what's up, McClee? How are you, man?
All of you! Oh, someone's calling for us! That sounded like, come on!
Alright.
Helitro, we all want Cocoa Goat Milky, like chill. Yeah, I mean, I probably want her as much as you do, if not more. I use Ganyu all the time on all of my accounts.
Well, this is... Hey, wanna play sardines with 3 people who wanna tear each other lip? The air is so thick and heavy. I'm can hardly keep floating any.
My sincere apologies, everyone.
Ooh, whoa, whoa.
This is the home
Wait,
of our village chief.
wait. Hilly Trail,
I
Hilly
will
Trail.
have to ask you to
How about
do with
this?
small room until the
How about this,
sandstorm dies
Milky?
down. Please, let me introduce myself.
How's that for you?
I am Candace, protector of Aru village.
Our savior has come at last. Nice to
Chat
meet you,
down
Candace.
bad again? Oh no.
Thank you so much for helping us.
Schnecknia? What's that? Schnecknia. What's a Schnecknia?
Wow. She's so
Is it an elaborate adoption agency?
like a nice older
I mean,
sister.
there's a literal child
Now,
there.
as a guardian charged with the responsibility to protect my fellow villagers from harm, I was observing your conflict from afar.
Invite
And as a
Chi-Chi.
trip
We're
set
having
foot within our
a
village
Coco
itself,
Goat party after
it
the
is all
stream.
the more my responsibility,
Yeah, we
so
have. It looks like we
please,
have to.
if
It's
anyone
mandatory.
dares
We
to
gotta
start
invite Chi-Chi
anything
now.
again while they are under this roof, I will not hesitate to send them out for some quality.
Oh,
Oh, ice place.
And that
Schnecknia?
goes
Why is
for
it
you too,
Schnecknia?
Miss D. Do I make myself clear?
It sounds like you're putting Snezhnaya
I was
and
supposed to be a
Yoimiya
mediator, but,
together.
I might have gotten a little too involved.
I like
just now.
Candace's dual color
Anyway, one of
eyes.
those two
It's
should
so.
probably start talking.
Oh man. Okay. Okay. Well, it looks like Soul's Soul's found his
All Hatham wasn't wrong about
flavor.
Mantra not knowing
his
my
milk
whereabouts.
flavor.
It's not because I've been
C6 Chi-Chi.
A
You
little
have
while
C6
ago,
Chi-Chi, Coco Goat?
I discovered
Oh,
that
this
there
is my
was data
Primos,
missing in
now
the
69
Academia's
pity.
project planning and
Nice.
development files. What
Leveling
as
Lisa
General,
for
I
Fates?
tried to
I'm out of
investigate
books.
the issue myself before submitting a formal audit request. But
I don't
soon
think-
I began
okay.
to realize that,
McClee?
unsurprisingly,
I
the
don't think you
Grand
wasted
Sage rejected
Primos,
the power of the
because
I realized then the vows
uh,
that we took.
you're now at a
principles
very
that we
nice
strive
amount
to
of pity.
uphold, they are meaningless. I believed it would be wise to flee the academia before the sages had a chance. I will never give up.
I know, sorry if I'm
Cyno seems to have the
slowly
same
Canadian.
impulse now that
I
he's no longer the General
cannot speak
Mahamatra.
Russian.
He somehow feels a lot less
Cannot
scary.
speak not Russian. Oh, that's fine, man.
Well, Cyno.
I mean, technically, you're not
When I
really
was
speaking, you're
investigating the
typing.
matter in the
But yeah,
academia,
I understand.
I overheard a conversation. The sages
And the best
asked
milk.
you to investigate a
Right.
blonde-haired
Next time you see
traveler.
Ganyu,
Like
get on
many
your
parts
knees
of the
and start
project,
thanking her,
this assignment was
because she's the
undocumented.
only one that produces
Not
milk. Oh
throwing
my
her
god.
suspicious behavior
Oh
into the
no, what
knowledge
is
absent.
going on? What is happening to this chat?
Yes.
Oh god.
I was indeed tasked.
Hello
with
travelers, wanna
investigating
grant a
the
drink?
traveler.
Oh. Yo, what's up Venti? Good to see you,
After
man.
all, the promised reward was so great that hardly any scholar could have refused.
I still have no Chi-Chi and
The
Mona
sage
at Air
told me,
60. Keep getting
once
Diluc
you've
and
completed
Kaching
the
copies.
most enticing-
I love them, but I want some
Unfortunately,
zombie
their
and
words
astrologer
can take from my
too.
perspective.
I mean, like, yeah,
sages are
and
far from
diversity is also
trustworthy.
just good. You know, like
Think
I would,
about it.
I would rather
Isn't it a
have
little strange that
C0
so
all
that
the
I've been
standard
blessed
characters than like
The
C3
sages
Diluc
originally
and
planned to
C2
dispose of you.
I'd already given up on the
Kaching.
assignment, so it came as
Yeah,
quite a surprise
diversity
when I
is like
encountered
super
my
good.
erstwhile target
Also,
while
like none of
investigating
the
divine
none of the
knowledge
standard
capsule.
5-star
Criminals do
character
love to talk about
Even
constellations
though
are
you were
even
the
that
ones
good.
who decided to follow me and strike up a conversation.
That's true.
I'm willing to apologize if that's. I took the divine knowledge capsule behind your back because I judged.
You should be well aware, Scribe Al-Hatham. Answer me this.
Zawarudo.
Have
What
I
is
not made
that?
my-
Fine.
Y'all going on about
As you
cocoa
wish.
goat milk? I just want a pint of Ayaka
Good.
forehead sweat.
Glad to see you, and now you, dear.
Oh man, this
sorry.
this chat man is going going in the completely wrong direction of where society should ideally
That's
go.
more like-
Hi, good morning, Ajay. Yo, what's up? Good morning, Mark
No need to
David.
worry.
How are you, man?
Fighting in a sandstorm.
Yeah, just leave him to Candace. Don't worry.
No, we don't want some of your wind wine. We're having cocoa goat milk. Yep, that's true.
The winds died
Uh,
down. That Candace.
When you put
End
it
of
that way.
Zarudo. I mixed cocoa goat milk. Ooh. Alright. I want to have some of that wine. I need Raiden Shogun in the next 2 months, or I'm gonna keep losing my 50-50. Oh man. I mean, like, at least you're losing 50-50. At least you're losing 50-50, not on like Raiden's banner.
Quake!
feel like humanity is evolving backwards. That's, you know, like, whether, okay, so all jokes aside, like, this stream is really fine. I know we're all just kidding. But yeah, I really can agree with that. Society is kind of evolving backwards. Like, I think humanity peaked like right around like 1 or 2, like around 10 or 20 years after World War II. I think that's where humanity peaked. But then since then, we've kind of just gone downhill, in my opinion. At that point, like, we were still all about innovation and like building and making better things to make life better for everyone. And now we're at the point where even YouTubers have to think about their like, and I have nothing against this. It's just the practical thing to do nowadays because everything needs to be practical for you to actually survive. And even YouTube, like, imagine YouTube like 10 years ago, YouTubers didn't need to actually think about thumbnails and titles and everything. Like, they would just title the video as what would be in the video, and the thumbnail would just be whatever most of the time. Now, like, even the smallest YouTubers have to think about titles and thumbnails and like descriptions and like the tags that they put in, and it's so, I don't know, it's so, and I understand it's just what happens when markets get bigger. You have to optimize. But man, does it suck.
Here comes another wave. When are they ever gonna let up? The creature stopped appearing.
And it's not just for YouTube, like, it's for everything else. Like the TV industry. Like, remember, okay, Matt, like, here's a good example.
The aftermath of the sandstorm.
Good example.
So we should be safe for the time being.
Well fought, everyone. No injuries, I hope.
So okay, most people know the Japanese as like making like super high quality stuff for the price, and most of the time it's like some European countries make like the highest potential quality stuff. Most of the time, in most cases, but then like they're super expensive. And Japan is like the kind of the stereotypical country that, well, I guess like Japan is what the country that most people stereotype as like making high quality products for the price, and they're not the cheapest, but they're very high quality for the price. In most cases, not all the time. And Sony was a very good example of that.
I'll be grateful for the
Sony,
by finding a
and
spot to share what
so
we
how I know about this is like, people still have their PS1s, PS2s. I still have a TV from like the 2000, from, I don't know what year it was literally made, but I remember we got that TV from even before the year 2000, and it still works. It still works, and I refuse to buy a flat screen TV because that TV still works. Now, unfortunately, like, I have very little reason to pay for cable, like local cable now, and I've just disconnected it now, so we don't really use it anymore. But whenever we do have cable, I still refuse to buy a new flat screen like big TV because I still have that TV, and the speakers on it are awesome. Like, they're better than any soundbar that will come along with a flat screen TV that I buy.
Paimon thinks so too.
In theory.
Oh, no wonder.
If you are able to draw. So, what do you make of the story?
I did 20k today with Ganyu? Wow, congrats, McClee. How's your Ganyu coming along, McClee?
The current
what if I made 500 accounts and subscribed to you all in them? I don't think... Cloud...
I've spent that look in your eyes.
YouTube and Google in general are a lot smarter than that. They're gonna notice something weird going on. You're gonna notice, they are definitely gonna notice that. YouTube and Google have been around for long enough that I'm sure they've found a way, like, or at least they've added that into like YouTube's algorithm to detect stuff like that.
Whoa. Sorry.
Alright.
I have a Game Boy. Oh yeah, that's right. Like, on top of Sony, we also have Nintendo and and Toyota. These are companies that make super high quality products that just never break. Like, right? I can still see people running Toyota, their Toyotas. I don't even, like, I'm not a car guy. I have no idea what kind of cars they are. I can still see people, whether here or in 5, 6, or 7 of the other cities that I've lived in over the past 10 years, running their old Toyota from probably like the 1990 or 1980. And they still work perfectly fine.
Isak's parent, unfortunate, later. However, one summer night, so Grandpa, the next morning, it said that
So
Isak
yeah, and
was
I
thrilled
think
that
that's
his
where
grandpa
humanity
was
peaked.
able to find
It was like a few decades after
It's
World War
also-
II. Then after that, now we've kind of just been increasing our profit margins by reducing the quality. But because we've gotten better at mass production, the quality is getting better for the price. But because the price has gone so low, the quality still has gone so low. No, not so low, but the quality still has gone down from then. And it is more value if you think about it, like per price, per amount of money that you're paying compared to back then. But in most cases, the quality isn't even good enough.
You mean the villain I was eating?
And I understand that back then, businesses were just thinking of, let's make the best product that we can so that everyone will only buy from us and not our competitors. Whereas now, they make products that are basically disposable, but they make other stuff like customer service and features and convenience, etc., to be the factor that attracts people to their products and keeps people from buying other products. So instead of building good quality products, they're now building good quality service, usable products, usable but disposable products that are convenient to use.
The last time I...
Oh, thank you.
I don't know. I think, and it is a very good business model, like financially, for the business.
Yeah.
But
I've known you
it just sucks.
Okay.
Huh? Don't say anything.
What is going on in chat right here? Help us, RJ. Humanity is at its last breath. I mean, maybe not yet. Humanity's not on its last breath yet. We still have a bit of a way to go. But, I don't know. It's just not gonna be great from here on out. What are you guys doing? Is this like an anime reference that I don't know
Of
of?
course I have. The Scarlet King is the one and only true still.
Haven't you noticed? Delavar was saying that many people also went insane.
We're stuck in
just
JoJo's
before the
Bizarre
fall of the
Adventure.
Scarlet
Oh,
King's civilization
I
in ancient
unfortunately
times.
I haven't
Isn't it a sign?
watched JoJo's. I haven't watched that anime.
Everything you've just said from...
Huh?
Who are you?
I hear a lot of praise from it, and
You
pretty sure
heard
it's
what
really
I
good because like I've never seen anyone say anything bad about it, but I really just haven't had the time to actually watch it.
Yeah. Bro, this guy's something else.
Let's not get on his...
Okay, good sir. What is it you would like to know?
Tell me about the
Well, I only...
Hey.
It's true. Would you want to live like Delavar also...
Is that...
See?
Please.
The people here really
Twerk
like the
off
Scarlet King, but
between
it's like
Ayaka,
the
Nilou.
dendro
Twerk off between Ayaka, Nilou, Eula, Lisa, and A. Who wins?
Where
Oh
is
man,
this
what a
radical
question though.
person you talked about?
What a
I
question.
haven't run into him over the past few days, so he probably hasn't been around the village. What about you, man? Have you seen him at all?
No, not at all. We wouldn't dare lie to you. He's really not here right now.
Sounds like you're not too close with the radicals.
No, of course not. All we know are their names.
I have many ways to stop you from talking. And
I
many
can't level.
others to stop you from sending warning
Anyway,
messages.
Sayu gives a
So
fate.
you'd best
I have
just
no
stay
resin or
home
boss drops for
and
her.
hope I don't hear
It's
of you
hard.
trying to contact
Only have 30
anybody.
primos as well.
Don't do
That's alright,
anything
McClee. I mean, like,
until I've
the thing
gotten to
with,
the bottom of this.
and I understand, like, you're trying to
Try
get
something
wishes
foolish,
by leveling up
and
characters.
even Candace won't be able to protect you.
Yes, got it.
I don't
We'll
know,
do
like,
just as you
I
say.
feel like you shouldn't do that just because you want to now. Because, like, the day might come when you actually need the wishes, and you won't have any more.
He didn't try to reassure us at all. It's like he's used to hearing that. Oh, Paimon bets lots of people have told him that before.
Have you ever tried to lose a standard banner? To lose a standard banner on purpose? Standard banner?
I heard that.
I don't understand. How do you lose a standard
it's part
banner?
Of being a mantra. The rumor we heard just now seems like very well.
Are you talking about the limited 5-star banner? To be guaranteed for another character? Because I'm doing that for Raiden Shogun though. No, I mean because there's no way to purposefully lose 50-50. You can't. Yeah, if I don't want the 5-star on that banner, I just don't wish. Even no matter how badly I want the 4 stars.
Grandpa, he likes to be alone. Sometimes he stares at the sky in a daze.
Standard character. Oh yeah, sorry. I misread your message. Yeah.
Fingers. Every now and then, he yells
Oh, here
out
you
at the
go.
top of
Here's
his
our
lungs,
Coco
so
goat.
a lot of people are
Yo.
really scared of him. But he's a good person, really. I know he is. I swear, he's just like my real grandpa.
Num 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 num. Did I just say that? No, I didn't. I didn't really just say that. Yes, please, Coco Goat more. Oh god. Oh man.
There sure isn't much here.
I haven't done some hangouts. Ayo. But Primo Gems are to come. Oh yeah. Oh man. I can't imagine. Like, I really wish. I really hope that MiHoYo doesn't add any more hangouts. Like.
So.
I mean, I understand that some people really like those.
No.
Some people really like those. Some people really like those, and I understand that, but I don't know, I can't bring myself to play it anymore. I don't even actually play it. Like, when I've decided to start playing it, I just look up, who is that YouTuber? That sounds like, he's from South America, I can't remember. Kyox something? Oh, there we go. Kyosin TV. Okay, I remember now. Kyosin TV. I just pull up one of his videos, trying to like basically a guide, a walkthrough video of the different responses, and I don't even actually watch the video. Most of the time, I'm just I just take a picture, take a screenshot of like the part where he lays out like all the responses, like the different branching results, and that's it. And sometimes I watch the video if I'm not sure how to do it, just by looking at the screenshot. Yeah, and I just like blast through the what is it? The hangout.
Here it is. Take a look right here.
Paimon doesn't see anything.
Although the traces have been completely buried in the sand, there are footprints here. From the size and shape, they belong to an adult male. This pattern is a common one from this area. The scent is quite
Yo,
faint,
McClee, you haven't done the Beto hangout
but
yet?
still
But who would
We'd have to ask whoever lured
Hey,
him
what's up,
away.
Matthias? Good to see you again, man. How are you?
Exactly. Even deep within the clutches of...
No. So, someone's taking advantage of... Are the rumors really true?
Hi Kiwi. What's up, man? How are you doing?
My grandpa.
Sounds like we...
Let's head to...
I never unlocked any more hangouts since. Really? I only did Sayu's and Diona's. What? Wow, that's so long ago. Wait, there's a teleporter here I can unlock, right? Might as well do that. Oh, actually, it's up there. Oh, can I get to it from here? Is there a wind current? Does this take me all the way up? Doing fine. What about you? Pretty good. I've been pretty busy lately. Doing work stuff and stuff here at home. But yeah. Yeah, that's why I haven't been able to stream as often as I'd like to. But pretty good overall. Pretty good. Life's good. Life has been good.
Right. The darker fabric.
Go lost their
definitely
mind
looks a lot
spamming
better.
or I think
Nice
so.
choice, too.
Probably had a bit too much Coco Goat. RJ is the
welcome back.
Scarlet King Scaramouche or someone else? I really
Sounds
haven't
like
paid
everyone's
attention to the
friends
Archon
already.
Quest Cloud.
You bet.
Reasonable.
No, this
Huh. I saw him.
Did you
I don't
find out
know.
anything?
I haven't seen like any like lore theory
I
videos
see.
about it yet, about that topic.
The resurrection of the Scarlet King? First I've heard of it. As far as I know.
But from my
the kind of
understanding,
incense you
the
just
Scarlet
mentioned
King
only
is
popular beyond the
okay.
wall.
The Scarlet
Scholars
King
have found
is
it,
like
but not to mention making incense,
the
it seems
god
someone from beyond
of
the
this
wall
desert,
must have been
and he
supporting
was
us.
like their king,
Makes
obviously
sense.
Scarlet King. And then
If
the
it was any
people
didn't
of
you
the
say that
desert,
the
including the
villagers-
Eremites, they think
Ah, yeah.
that
Delavar,
they
the
think
Scarlet
that,
Band, Edgar, the
what's her
Wild-Eyed
name?
Butcher. These guys have
Ruka
one thing,
Devata,
and that's being broke. The rougher
eh,
life
maybe
gets,
not
the
killed,
more
but
they
like
wanna believe in the Scarlet
made
King.
like
The way they
ended
say
their
it,
reign
the
or something like
Scarlet
that,
King's
or
res-
took over or something. That's how my understanding.
Throwing all of Sumeru into chaos is the only way to change the way of life here in the desert.
Tia, you're amazing! You really know this place inside and out.
This is so scuffed. Hey, what's scuffed, Zhao?
Nope.
Let's head out.
Now hold on. Aru village is not a big place. Outside the desert is compared to you.
Candace has
mercs like
such
me are
great
just
design.
third-rate
But she was a
amateurs.
good
I've
character
got
though.
no
I
actual
mean,
fighting
like that's
skills
the thing with
I need
how
to go.
they're designing 4 stars nowadays, Matthias, is
Good.
so
Then we've got a
similar
plan.
to
The Traveler and Paimon will go to Caravan and
okay,
Dot.
Kuki Shinobu, for example. People thought that Kuki Shinobu was just garbage back then. And while she did have 1 or 2 uses, which were very, very copium, Candace, and she has gotten better now that Dendro is here. And yeah, she has gotten quite a bit better. And she has 2 or 3 more uses. It's not that great,
Sounds like you're
but
starting to
I
get to know
understand
the
she is a
area.
4-star. And Mihoyo just really is trying
I know
very
what you
hard to
mean.
avoid
I had the
making
same
another
question.
Bennett,
Also, why is this
Shangling,
high
or
wall
Xingqiu.
here? And can a wall really block? It was only after I grew up that I realized.
And they did the same
the
thing
wall
with
Sumeru
Candace.
were cheap. Even if a
Candace
child from the
is not a
desert
very
had the
good
chance
character
to
now,
obtain an Akasha terminal.
but she
Almost all
might
their requests
get
for
better
knowledge
as
were
a new
denied.
character someday
The
in the future
academia
gets
for
released,
geniuses like
or maybe a
Centauri
new
are
weapon,
one in a-
or like I don't know, maybe a new type of
Tear
gameplay.
down this wall with my own hands if I could.
Are the JoJo references done yet? I mean, I hope so. I really
No,
don't get it
besides-
because, like, I mean, you guys might get it, and you guys might really
Caravan
enjoy
Reebok
it,
is crawling
but I
with
haven't
people.
watched
So be careful. Our
JoJo's
mission
Bizarre
started the
Adventures
moment
yet,
we arrived here.
so I don't
Let's go
get
check
any
out
of
the
it.
tavern.
I hope we will have a Dendro Diona soon. Dendro Diona, yeah, right. Shielder, because we currently have no Dendro Shielder or Healer, and it's pretty hard to make dendro teams actually happen because we have very few supports. Like Electro Healer. Okay, I guess we have Kuki Shinobu and Dory.
What a coincidence.
But they're not really that good of a characters to I don't know, to justify running. So I don't know. It's hard to justify running them. And now I guess people can use Diona in a dendro team because Cryo doesn't interact with dendro, but Cryo does interact with other elements, so it could still somewhat possibly mess up your reactions.
You rarely see any Outlanders so
But at least the fact that it doesn't react with dendro means that it's less likely to mess up your reactions.
Hey, keep it down.
But it's still not the best. We still really need a dendro healer or shielder, or a better cryo healer or shielder.
Come with me.
4-stars nowadays are more specialized. Like, I can't remember the first one who was like that, but I do remember Goro was one of the earliest of these specialized 4-stars that we have. And think about it, Goro, like in what team are you gonna use Goro in, right? Like, Goro's kit is so specialized, kit and his element. It's so unfortunate that, like, Goro has only one use.
Yep.
This place is practically deserted. What are they doing in a place like this?
Dendro Resonance is also pretty
Why
good.
don't you take a guess? Go on.
I don't actually remember what Dendro Resonance is. What is Dendro Resonance? That's what I expect. She has a very specific kit. Her normal attacks and elemental ones don't scale with the same stat. Matthias, I think you're talking about Xinyan, right? I think you're talking about Xinyan. I hope we will have a use. Oh, she will have a use in the future. Love her design so much. Yeah, I know. I really like how Candace looks too. And I wish she just had a better kit or like more uses. It's pretty hard to justify using her right now.
What a missed opportunity. Adopting radical views and kidnapping innocent scholars, all because of some baseless rumors. Anything else I'm missing out on?
See? There you have it. Mercenaries are just a bunch of faithless scum with only one thing on their minds. Mora. Pathetic. You're all like a pack of street rats.
You're not wrong. Mercenaries are driven by Mora, and my faith lies with whoever's paying me. As long as there's a profit to be made, anyone can be
Candace. So, oh man, okay. It looks like we found who Candace is, who Soul is looking for.
Just as I expected. Let's teach him a lesson, traveler.
Dendro Resonance give you 100 EM if you use Dendro reactions. 100 EM, wow. So Dendro might not be better than your standard melt or vaporize team, but it definitely is just as good, especially with that, right? So I can understand why people want to run Dendro teams, because especially because the Dendro characters are new, and they're exciting, and especially with a new Electro character, Cyno, although he's not that great, but people still want to use it because it, despite being not better than your standard Vaporize or Melt team, it's just as good, and it's new in a game that's 2 years old. So people just want to use it.
No task can be
but they're making it really hard to use it by not giving us a good Electro healer or shielder, and just flat out not giving us a good Dendro support character.
Edgar and Delavar like to talk themselves up when they're drinking. Edgar, the wide-eyed
I'm not a simp.
Delavar, this alcohol.
Oh, it's alright, man. You don't have to be a simp to want someone. Right? Like, okay, what's an example of this?
No. You're too
So, about how mercenaries only care
okay.
about Mora. And that
Does
Oh,
that
oh,
bother you?
like,
What
okay.
makes you so sure?
How about, like, one of those cute or, like, really pretty girls in your high school that you really
No,
want
I don't
to
have anything
get
against
to
the
know or
dendro
go out
kind.
with? You're not really a simp for
I've
them,
heard
right?
a lot of nice
But you
yours
like
just
them.
I've begun to read, but I see through.
Also,
Anyway,
like, what
looks like we're done with
constitutes
business here.
just crushing on
Traveler,
someone
lend me a hand.
versus
Let's tie him up and
simping
bring him to the village.
for them? Like, what's the difference? Like, has that ever been established on the internet? I don't think that's ever been established specifically. I have a team
This should
named
be all of
Mommy.
them. I'll let you
What
take it
why is
from
it
here.
called Mommy?
All right. Well,
Candace, do you need any
Why is it called Mommy McClee? Who's
Candace will
on
be
the
okay
team?
on her own. I trust
It's hard
her.
to
She's
talk
been
to
guarding
people.
our
Yeah, I
village
know,
for
man.
well, I'm quite.
I get what
meet
you
you back
mean.
here
I'm
tomorrow morning,
super
Traveler.
socially awkward. Even now,
As for
I still find it super hard to talk to people, even family members that I've never met yet. Like, for example, like if I go to like a family gathering and I see a bunch of faces that I've never seen before, I will just sit in the corner and just keep eating. I just keep and keep and keep going over to the table, getting food, and then eat until I get sleepy, and then I find somewhere to sleep. And that's kind of what family get-togethers are like for me. And I hate it because it's family and I want to get to know them, but because of how socially awkward I am, it's just what happens to me. It's awful. I hate it.
Time.
Iman's been wondering. You seem to know Candace.
We've known each other for some time.
I'm saying I can't help it, mainly for Raiden Shogun, Yaimiko, and Ganyu.
Us mercs on the other hand.
A man of culture right here, right? A man of
Really?
culture.
Thanks for that.
There's nothing wrong with being a
Yes.
Giga Simp.
I was here yesterday to help out a little.
To help out? By doing
There's Lisa, Candice, Ganyu,
Sharing
Ningguang.
some
Wait,
interrogation
Lisa, Candice, Ganyu,
Right.
Ningguang, and if I had her, he
Come
would
on
go
in,
on it.
everyone.
Wait, huh?
Come on, let's go inside.
Wait, how is Klee a member of your mommy team? Hard to talk to people, especially girls. Yep. I understand, man. You know what? Weird fact about me. I've never ever actually asked a girl out before.
Still, it's
Like, never.
perfectly understandable.
Yes, please, don't beat us anymore.
The only times I've ever asked a girl to go out
Death yourselves.
was probably
Yet
like
you
to
do not
actually
hesitate
go
to
out,
assault the
like
ones
as
you call
friends.
Mad scholars are known to us as the village keepers. They are vital members of
I was just that awkward. I've never done that
Mercy.
before.
Please have mercy.
And every time I
You've made
spoke
your
to a
bed.
girl
You may vote
when
for
I was
your
in high school,
But there is one thing that I
was just
understand better
to
than
talk about whatever I needed
The
from them or
resurrection
whatever
of
they
the
needed
Scarlet
from me.
King will only result in war.
Which was like school stuff
And
most of the
war
time.
serves no
Yeah,
The people of our village care little about which god
like
is in
just
power.
basically strictly professional.
Life may be tough
That's
and
that's
tiring.
it.
A war
And I don't know, maybe that's why I never got any
I'm
dates.
listening.
You might not believe this, but it wasn't.
Scaramouche. Scaramouche hat is nice. A Scaramouche hat simp? Oh god.
Yes, it was all that mystery man.
Wait, that's sus?
He told us to spread word about the
If I
Scarlet
said it,
King's resurrection
I would be a
and
bad
talk
person.
us into helping
Oh.
him. In return, he said I'm not sure.
That's one.
Klee, don't go Klee.
One what?
Have low
Strike.
40 Klee.
Wait,
I had one GF, just one.
He got us to.
Well, hey, the fact that you had one, that's still nice.
That was indeed the truth.
I've never had a girlfriend
Traveler.
before,
go on.
before my wife. And I guess you could argue that in and of itself is like awesome and like the best thing ever. And I got super
What do you
lucky.
mean?
First girlfriend I ever had, I ended up marrying her. But at the same time, it also just shows people that wow, you didn't know how to talk to girls. That's it.
Okay, speak.
But it depends. Depends on perspective.
Correct.
This mystery. Sometime it struck
I've never asked a girl
me
out either. I always get my friend to do it for me. I'm a wimp. Oh man.
Not the academia again.
Just as I. But what could they?
I don't know.
People are
Like I think
nothing
talking to girls is hard.
regardless.
Cause
You're
like
right.
the especially
Yes.
in certain
You got it.
cultures.
All right.
Let's meet back here.
I'm not saying countries. I'm saying certain cultures. So okay, for example, here's an example. So here in the Philippines, if the culture, like people's culture, like, no, just culture in general. Like most girls, like when a stranger talks to them, like when a random guy comes up and talks to them, they're already thinking that, wow, this guy wants my number. He wants to go out with me. Does he look good?
I am merely
Like,
sitting here and reviewing
like
what
does
we
he
have deduced
does
thus
he look
far.
good? If the guy looks good, okay, already passed the initial screening test. I'm gonna give him my time and actually talk to this guy. But if and I understand it's probably just part of human nature, but I hate the fact that most girls here, when a random dude
never think things through
starts
before
talking to
asking
them in
questions.
public for no apparent reason,
giving you some
they're already
time to
thinking,
make up for
wow,
that.
this guy wants my number. And I hate it so much because it adds that extra layer of like filtration before they even give you the opportunity to just chat.
There's just nothing super obvious to pick with this guy. It makes it so hard.
Well, anyway.
And like some of them think like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I hate it so much because like sometimes you really just want to chat.
Surprised that you decided
You're not trying to
them.
you're not trying to
You
get
haven't
into their
helped us out
pants
at
or
all
anything.
ever
You're not
since
trying
we
to get their
arrived at
number.
our
You're not
village.
trying
All
to
the
start a
beautiful
family with them. You just sometimes you just want to chat, but some of them like think that you do.
To be honest,
Just the
not to
fact that
mention
you're
going separate
starting to chat with them.
Right?
Correct.
What did you learn?
I'm going to take you to someone.
How many years
How
did
do
you
you
date
think
her
the
before you got
residents of our
married?
village
Just a
feel
question,
about what we're
nothing
doing?
personal. I just want an average. How long did we date?
In other words, do you truly believe every single word? the villagers
11
tell us?
years. No, almost 11 years.
You mean
Yeah, we were together
Hiding the
for almost
truth,
11
remember
years
what
before we
gave it
got
by
married.
contrast, the perils of their
Hi,
daily
what's up,
lives
Jack?
are
Good to see you
ever-present
again, man.
concerns.
How are
Larger
you?
Following among those you, the reason
Yeah, we were together for more than 10 years before we got
Don't
married.
change this.
it's quite obvious
I'm a
that
girl
she's
and I like
intimidated
both
by Cyno's
genders. I'm a shy
authority
one
and strength.
and never fell in love with anyone. Sadly,
You
no
asked me
real
about the
person.
vi-
Oh,
I mean,
I'm
She
sorry to
corrected
hear
her-
that,
I
McLeay.
think it's been a.
Remember,
But don't worry though.
Honestly,
Like
I
just
feel quite
just
sympathetic
my
towards
advice
them.
really. Don't
Even though they act a little
like
strange,
rush into things,
they've
but
helped me
also
in the
don't
past.
after speaking to the village
just
chief,
don't think about it.
it became
Like
clear
don't think about it too
by
much.
getting
Of
involved
course you
in
want to
this
think
sort
about
of-
it. Like
You said that
let's
she's
say you
afraid of
find a person that you really like and you're really happy with them and right and you start dating and you've been dating and you really like them, but then like you also have to think about it a little bit. Like let's say one of you wants to take your relationship more
Miss Shawn,
seriously.
as we discussed earlier.
I'm gonna go, RJ. Oh, all right. Thanks for hanging out with us, Taz. Take care, man.
Mr. O'Hagan,
Bye.
I'm aware of your use
But yeah,
of me,
like
but
basically, if one of you, let's say
Go
you
ahead
finally
and talk
see
to
a guy or a girl
You'll get
that you
the
really
answers
like,
you want.
and
Go
you're
on.
really
Earn her
happy with them,
trust.
Is it really that simple?
and let's say one day, one of you wants to take your relationship a step further and take it more seriously, like living together, or maybe having a kid, or even getting married and stuff like that. You also have to think about what you think about them, whether they are going to be a good mom or a good dad, or a good wife or a good husband. And there are a lot of things. There are a lot of things that you might have to, like basically you kind of have to simulate what life would be like for you in the future in your head according to what you know of them. And of course, just because like one or two things aren't perfect about them, that doesn't mean that you should say no.
the fact is that I'm.
But just because one or two things are great about them also doesn't mean that you should say yes. It's really a lot of
believe in the dendro Archon,
thinking
while
about
others believe in the
what's good and
Scarlet
bad
King.
and which compromises
I
you
don't
are
belong
willing
to
to deal
either
with.
side. and neither side would want me.
Speaking of which, the radicals mentioned that they despise traitors. Do they just think that anyone who's different from them is a traitor?
Yeah. Some people
11
can be
years, a
so
lot of impressive to
narrow-minded
keep
when it
together.
comes to
Great
political
job.
ideas.
Oh, thank you, man. I mean, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy.
And then it happened.
You can tell them.
But yeah, we made it work. We made it work. And in fact, that
actually have
10 or so years, or
not
almost
sure.
11 years,
It
was
used to be
spent
louder and
mostly
more frequent.
apart.
I confirmed
Like
this
we've
with
been
the guards on night
in
duty.
that
They also have someone
all
with a good
in the
ear.
more than
He's
10 years
heard
that we were
similar
together
sounds at
before we
night
got
as well.
married.
Because we're in the middle of a
How
desert.
many years were we actually together?
I think they used to use it for treating Ellis.
Hang on.
Let's go.
2, probably less than 3 years. Yeah, in total. Probably less than 3 years that we were actually like living in the same city. And only about a year or so that we were actually living together. So yeah, somehow we made it work. Oh, whoa. I didn't realize my sponsors were here. Hello, sponsors. See ya. What spams? Yeah, I know. Sorry. I didn't notice it quickly enough. I think you should take care of yourself before having a serious relationship. Yes, that is true. I agree with that, Matthias. Sorry, I just now saw your message. Yeah, take care of yourself first. Like, I mean, some people, if you find someone that you really feel super strongly about, and I understand this is not an easy thing to do. Like,
Beautiful treasures are a
because
cause for great happiness.
let's say if you're madly in love with someone, almost anyone will feel like the one that you shouldn't let go of, and it would likely always feel like that.
And there's sand everywhere.
Empty and forgotten.
And it's very hard to distinguish between like actually the right person and just infatuation. I don't know, like so sometimes there really is a merit to like really keeping someone, and there's also a merit to just deciding to let go and focusing more on yourself.
Born of ice and frost, all hail!
As one with wind and cloud.
But yeah, practically nowadays with how hard life is now, but with how hard life is now financially, like for example, things that are actually important are getting more and more expensive, and they're getting harder and harder to get, like good education, yeah, like good education, like good education for yourself, for your potential kids in the future, a house, a car, like the things that are actually meaningful and in life are getting more and more expensive and harder to come by, because capitalism. There's nothing wrong with capitalism. It's just the way that it works.
Patience. Shawnee says
And unfortunately, yeah, the markets are driving things way up. And things that are not meaningful, like that cute phone case that you don't actually need because you still currently have a phone case, or the next iPhone that you don't really need because the iPhone that you bought last year is still working perfectly fine. The things that are not actually meaningful are somewhat getting cheaper, or maybe the prices are staying the same, but then they're giving you more value. Alright, RJ, go to your map for a few seconds after your battle. Are you talking about catching the particles, Cloud? It's... Yeah, I think you're talking about catching the particles, right? Because like when you have your map open, the game is actually paused, but your particles are still flying. Yo, what's up, Toast? Good to see you, man. How are you? Did any breakup happen in those 11 years? Yes. I think only one. We never really like I guess like officially declared whether we're breaking up or getting back together or whatever. But I would consider one time to be an actual breakup.
From below.
But it only lasted for like a few, like one or I don't know, I don't remember. It wasn't very long. It was only like 1 or 2 or 3 months. And in fact, most people probably wouldn't even consider it as a breakup. It was just like a period in time where we didn't keep in touch every day.
Oh, it looks like they're...
The bots saw the talk about cocoa goat milk and deciding that we should use their sponsors. Yep, that's absolutely correct. I've returned from fixing my internet yet again. Sorry, fixing your internet? What? What's wrong with your internet, Zhao? Like, why do you have to fix it?
Will we come across?
I had an iPhone 6 that didn't work. No more updates. I had to get the new iPhone. Wow. iPhone 6, wow, right? Like, the iPhone 6, I think, was a pretty good model of iPhone. Because so many people stuck with it for so long. And it was, I think, a pretty good phone overall. Like, maybe 2 years ago, I still, if I could afford it, I would still have bought an iPhone 6, like a refurbished one. Yeah, I still wouldn't have minded buying an iPhone 6, like maybe 2 years ago. Maybe not now. It really has, because updates have stopped. And it's like, and maybe not even that update stopped. Apple was kind of caught. Apple was kind of caught with their hand in the cookie jar. They got caught. Basically, I forgot which version of iOS it was, but they did like one update after, I think it was the iPhone 11 or iPhone 10. After it was released, an update to the iOS came to everything, including the iPhone 6, and so many users started noticing that their iPhone 6s were performing really slowly. Like, they were actually laggy, and some of them were like, I don't know, they were like the batteries were dying much faster. And somehow Apple, you know, being Apple, still managed to weasel their way out of it by saying, oh, we did this we slowed down the performance to increase the battery life because these are older devices and the batteries are not as healthy. And then they started this like battery replacement program just to keep up the act. And like, you know, like everyone knows what Apple actually did. Everyone knows that they released an update to make older iPhones feel old right as a new iPhone is coming up, so that people think like, oh, my phone's getting old. Oh wait, there's a new one, right? I might as well buy the new one.
They've already taken everyone away. For whatever reason.
Yeah, it's awful.
There are drag marks.
And this even connects to the thing that I was talking about earlier, which was like prices of things that are actually meaningful in life, like a house, a car, good education for yourself and your future family, are getting more and more expensive and harder to come by. And not just that too, jobs too. Good jobs are also getting harder to come by because the markets are getting more competitive, people are getting smarter, and technology is slowly replacing certain people's jobs.
All the persuasion that as well as being life for the dust, many
Like certain low-level jobs are slowly getting replaced. Like back then, we used to have thousands and thousands of level 1 skill workers in car factories. Now we have hundreds and hundreds of robots and only like maybe 30 to 50 or 100 engineers.
And finally, an exile is if you can't find someone, you have no way of knowing what exactly happened.
Everyone's still is just a joke. Alright, well, still you're streaming in 2K now? Yes, I am. Did you buy a new PC, RJ? Yes, I did, Kiwi. It was about 2 weeks ago. It's not exactly new. It's used. I bought it used. It's from 2020. I looked like the original receipt from when it was bought brand new. From when it was bought brand new, it was from 2020. And man, I gotta tell you, the price barely dropped. The price barely dropped from when it was new.
However, the academia, I've spent quite some time trying to...
You mean you're not even slight?
All scholars...
But I also understand that,
whether it be academics or
computer stuff, like the prices of anything computers went up by a significant amount over the past few years because of the #1, the pandemic, and then now the chip shortage, and then the GPU shortage. It's awful. It's been awful for computer enthusiasts all around the world, especially the ones who just can't afford to keep up.
I don't blindly place my faith into strength or heroism. I do what I want. The divine knowledge capsule is something I want to investigate in full.
I noticed these scarabs also gave you trauma. I see. Well, it gave me trauma too, Matthias. Are you getting a Ganyu credit card? A Ganyu credit card?
You're probably right. Though I must say,
what's that, Spartan?
Also an app. Wow. I'm just a more like
I would care anyways, but no. RJ, do you have any pets? No, I don't have any pets because I don't have time for any pets. And I have this weird mentality about like strictly not like buying or even adopting any pets. Hi bro, how are you? Just came to say hi. Have to go to the office. Bye. Oh, alright. Thanks for stopping by, man. Take care, Shank. Good luck at work, man. Have a good day. I have this weird thing against having pets, where it's not about having the pet, it's about the pet having me as its owner.
Tired. You should rest.
Like for example, the way I think about it is,
what's the situation?
Who's this?
The way I think about it is that, let's say I adopt a pet cat, for example.
Nevertheless, he's one of the people we're trying to find.
If I adopt a pet cat, what if I... Oh, no, let's say a dog. A dog is like much higher maintenance because you have to walk it, you have to give it a bath, etc.
The abandoned Elazar hospital served as the academia site for extract.
Yep, pretty much.
Their plan
if I adopt a dog, for example,
before we arrived at Aru village.
What if I don't have time to walk it every day? What if I don't have time to give it a bath a few times a week?
Almost as if they knew.
And what if I don't have the money to take it to the vet and, you know, like get it like proper vaccinations and other whatever necessary shots it needs, or medicine? Or what if I don't have enough money to buy like good food for it? So what ends up happening to me is I end up thinking this dog would have had a much better life if someone else adopted it, and someone else would have been able to adopt it if I hadn't adopted it.
Cyno's the mole.
So it's like, I don't know, it's a weird thing that I have against ever getting a pet, and it's mostly for me. And I also have another thing about against getting a pet, is that most pets are humans will outlive most pets. Like, unless maybe if I get like a pet crocodile or something, right? If I get a pet crocodile, that's definitely gonna outlive me. And
certain kinds of information.
but yeah, a dog, a cat, I'm guaranteed to outlive it. So I'm the moment that I buy or adopt a pet cat or dog or whatever, I'm already setting myself up for heartbreak a few years down the line when it goes.
All over Sumeru, but they have a special protocol
It's,
for
you
dealing
know,
with every so
that's
often,
the thing. It's weird.
the
It's weird. It's mostly tied to my personality, where I'd rather not be happy so that I wouldn't be sad later,
So that's
rather
our
than to be
tenacity
happy
of
now
Cyno.
and then be sad
Don't
later.
take it to heart.
It's weird.
They escaped.
Don't blame yourself. It's not like any of us would have known.
I have an idea.
You could have a
If they
tortoise as a
predicted
pet.
my movements.
Yeah, I guess so.
Whoa.
Tortoises, yeah, tortoises and like turtles in general live forever. Well, no, not live forever,
No
but
one's
yeah,
supposed to
they have a
in the
pretty long
direction
lifespan.
opposite of where I'm going.
Yeah, they have a pretty long lifespan. My other problem too is mostly time. Mostly time because like,
There's also something I want to investigate.
I don't know. There really are just times when I won't have
You want to go too?
There really are just times where, okay, today I will have 2 minutes to feed it. Tomorrow I will have 2 minutes to feed it, and then tomorrow, the next day, I suddenly won't have any. The next day I suddenly won't have any, and the next day and the next day, and then all of a sudden, every day I'll have like 5 hours to feed it, like 5 hours of free time to actually feed it. So, it's weird. Like the inconsistency. That's all, folks. Oh god, like what just happened to me? English hard. Don't know English. Man, I just got lost. Yeah, I don't know. Like, oh, another thing too is like sometimes I have different family, like my grandparents, my aunts, my uncles, like different parts of my family live in lots of different places, and sometimes I have to be out of town for a few days, and number one, I don't have a car. So I can't actually bring like its entire oh god, wait, hold on, sponsors, here you go, this is what you want.
Yes.
Okay.
After leaving the village, we should head straight towards.
Yeah, I don't have a car, so I can't just bring like the tank that I'm keeping the pets in. Or like if I have a dog, I don't have a car to put the dog cage in. And if ever I do have a car, I would rather have family members be able to sit in the car and get a free ride from me than having a pet sit and take up that space.
What's this?
It's buried in the sand. Looks like we'll need to roll
Yeah, I
up
said
our
the sentence
sleeves and do
correctly
some
without
work.
making a mistake without using a translator. What sentence? Wait.
Running around everywhere was already enough work.
No one cares about you. Are you afraid of Dio? Or do who in the world is Dio? Like Dio you? Or is Dio some kind of anime character that I don't know about? Can you turn on super chat yet, RJ?
These are likely fragments of an
Honestly, I would have no idea how to how to turn it on. If I was able to turn it on. Like even if I was able to turn it on, I still have no idea how to turn it on. But from what I can see, I don't see any like new buttons or options for me to click on. Like in like YouTube Studio or even here in YouTube stream, in the YouTube stream window and in the chat window. I don't see any like new buttons or anything, so I don't think I can yet.
What? Grandpa, I hope you're okay.
I think that probably comes at like 1,000 subs when monetization is actually like be able to be turned on your channel.
Covered by sand. I believe the attack must have happened prior to the sandstorm.
Turn it on.
Let's keep going.
Time to take out of context. Yeah, feel free, man. Feel free. I've been thinking recently. I've been thinking recently about like I don't know, because like clipping, like I think you guys can clip can take clips already of my streams, right? I've been thinking recently of like asking for clips from you guys, and then like clipping anything that you think is funny, and then like having some sort of like maybe not a raffle, no, not a raffle draw, more like a contest, really, more like a contest of who can get like the funniest, or like not just the funniest, like the cringiest, the funniest, the most wholesome, any kind of clip that is like worth like turning it to, because I am gonna take I'm thinking of maybe taking some of them and then turning them into like shorts, etc. And like maybe anything that I could turn into a short, I would basically consider that like, hey, you won, right, or something like that. But the only thing that's keeping me from doing it for now is the fact that I don't know what I would give back for it.
You've betrayed Aru village.
I mean, like, I could give back lots of stuff. Like, I've been thinking of like a special role on the Discord server, or like that's the thing. The big thing with YouTube streaming is like they're quite like there aren't a lot of features that I could take advantage of yet, and not a lot of like community like things that you can do for the community in YouTube streaming compared to Twitch. Like basically it's just so much less features, and I wish there were more features, and I think YouTube might add more features to the YouTube streaming platform in the next few years, because more and more people have been streaming on YouTube compared to Twitch, especially recently with the some changes that Twitch has made into its monetization. Yeah, I don't know. I hope so, but as of right now, I'm thinking of like giving back like special roles on the Discord server. But I understand that not everyone that comes into chat is on the Discord server. So I'm also thinking about like maybe giving away Welkins. But my problem is like number one, I'm broke, and number two, I'm even more broke because I don't earn anything on YouTube yet. I don't know.
They're also against the academia, but neither of them are as arrogant as you are.
Guess I gotta go diving for the original I Like Ganyu's taste clip, or the original Where's Glenn. That's gonna be wow. I don't know how many streams ago that was, man. What's happening? Yo, what's up, Hi Mom? Good to see you, man.
Perhaps we should.
Do you really?
Oh, is Chad even talking about Genshin anymore? I mean, like most of the time, luckily, we don't even talk about Genshin most of the time. But yeah, like I'm really super into Genshin in like the gameplay and stuff. I'm kind of interested in the lore, but not as much as other people are. So most of the time, I do really want to talk about Genshin.
Well, that would be. However, I'm not trying.
You were the
Not all desert.
You academia scum. Every last one of you is nothing but a hypocrite, just like everyone else on the other side of that wall. I've made myself
Which weapon are you using? Are you asking me, Matthias?
From the dendro Archon's
on if you're asking me, on which character are you asking about?
Them? Do you stand by everything you just said?
What's Ligma?
I never make
Kiwi man. Oh, dude.
You're making a dangerous decision, right?
I do.
Good. Raman, hear me out.
Okay, I mean, you got him.
Maybe you can't.
But man, that was rough. That was rough.
I'm willing to vouch for their honesty with my right arm.
Is Huta waifu material? I don't know. Probably.
What should I do?
I don't know. She seems like she seems way young. I don't know. I don't think so. But if you're like, I guess it depends on like how old you are. If I fall up there from that window, would I die? What window, man? I wanna know who Shogun had a kid with. You're actually talking about the conversation from before. I mean, interesting question though. It's an interesting thought though. You're making the gears in my head turn, McClee. You're making the gears in my head turn, thinking about who.
You don't have to go this far.
That's not for you to decide.
Nice. I would recommend.
Do it.
I would recommend the event one. Oh, you mean on Kazuha, Matthias? Are you asking about Kazuha? You guys know about the leaks for Jamie? Who in the what? What? Who's Jamie? Using deathmatch. Deathmatch is crit rate. Shogun had a kid with Ligma. With Ligma. Oh god.
You and I are both desperate.
Luckily.
Cutting off you.
Who's Lig? No.
Go on now,
She's actually asking on purpose. Gotta go for a minute. Alright, Cloud. Jamie. Lebu. Is that supposed to be read as Lebu's dance Tagore? I don't know. I was gonna read it in a very eccentric way, and then I just stopped. I had to stop myself before I killed anyone of cringe. I'm gonna stop it.
Hold my claymore with my left arm.
Who's gonna do the Gotham line this time?
Okay, I'm sorry, but sometimes
Don't ever make a promise like that again. I can deal with the likes of them. If it came down to it, you would not lose to them either.
I don't doubt it, Cyno. But this is about more than me and them. There's a lot
Is this what's the word? Is this an elaborate way to rickroll me?
Out there. Wiping them out would do more harm than good.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, Dia.
Alright, thank goodness it wasn't an elaborate way to rickroll me.
You I'd help find
Thank you. Like my butt.
Just might be scholar material.
Huh? Are you serious?
I mean, Zhao almost did it.
Once said that I was a lunatic.
Why does it feel like he's using his praise for me as an excuse to brag about himself?
Wait, what? Who?
Okay.
Ligma? I'm so confused. But yeah, oh god, oh, that was way below the belt, man.
Every journey has its final day.
That was way below the belt. It was so far below the belt that I think it was already underground, like a hit underground. A time following morning 6. Okay.
You're all here so early.
Looks like we have everyone here.
I'll watch from a safe distance.
Look, my booba sword.
Wait,
Alright.
what's the matter?
I don't mind that.
I heard that.
I wouldn't mind that, Dio. I wouldn't mind that booba sword at all. Oh man. Okay, at this point I usually like unlock all these teleporters before I go all the way there. But I really don't have the patience to do that right now, so I'm just going straight for it.
If you'd like to see Lupus' tourist spots, I have a few references.
Clip it. My opinion, Missive Wind Spear has better passive, also attack percent scaling, it's not that bad. Missive Wind Spear, wait. Missive Spear. Wind Spear. Oh, Missives, that's the one from the event, right? Where's the statue? Oh, I guess I'm headed straight for it. Okay. Who's gonna lick Dio's booba sword? No, man. I think I'll pass. I think I'll pass. I'm gonna wait for Shoguns. No, not Shoguns. A's. I'm gonna wait for A's. Deathmatch is very good too. Yeah, Deathmatch is actually really, really good. Wait, what is this? Oh. Wait, isn't this like the oasis that we unlock? I didn't know there was a withering zone here.
Solidify.
Yeah, this is the oasis that we unlock after doing that super long quest, right?
Gather.
This is long overdue. No touching.
Into the wind.
Stabilize.
Who else do I have to kill? I didn't realize there was what is it? A withering zone here.
Certainly worth it.
I think I remember like this place. Or is this a different one? Oh no, I think this is a different one. Say new Liyue character? Wait. What? Wait, what new Liyue character? Hang on. It's 2400 attack, build rate. If I spend $100 on Genshin, will I get better luck? I'm at $50 at the moment. I'm no F2P. You know what? I think that would be. I think that would actually be a somewhat decent like pack to buy, right? Like imagine Wilkin being like not giving you any primos, but instead like it gave you luck. It gave you like I don't know, like 10% more chances of getting a 5-star on each wish. Imagine if Welkin did that, or like there was like another $5 thing that did that. I think that would be super worth it. Free-to-plays would not be free-to-plays anymore because they would actually be buying this stuff. But then they would still think that they were free-to-play because they didn't buy any primos. Where's the meat? Oh, no fair. There's no meat.
Born of ice and
the wind knows me.
Oh, is that achievement? Oh yeah, by the way, Cloud. Oops, sorry. Wrong button. Cloud. Earlier, I just remembered, now that I opened my map, I just remembered you kept asking me to open my map. What was up with my map? Wow. 0%. You don't get to see that every day. You don't get to see that every day. 0% exploration. Candace is hot. Wow, you just flat out and said it outright, man. Zoom in a bit. Okay. Although I can't disagree with you, Soul. Yeah, I'm morally obliged to agree with you. Zoom in a bit. How about now, Cloud? Is that okay? Okay, so I jumped in the pit. at the eye of the sands. Pit at the eye of the sands. Where's eye of the sands? Oh, here? Okay. What happened? Gross. It teleported me back up. Oh, of course. Of course, there would be a teleport barrier there. Oh, I guess you just wanted to know the name of that place. Egg. Wait, I think I remember there was a scarab here somewhere. I mean, not that I need them. I think it was here. Yo, look at that. That hilly trail looks so majestic, running in the desert. I don't know, like, I just... that distracted me. He looked so majestic, like running down the desert here. Oof. This is for you guys. Egg.
Next on the agenda.
This is for all of you guys.
We're way behind schedule.
No, that Ganyu Cocoa Goat Milk majestic running down the desert. Oh, let's get this scarab. Okay. Could you imagine if like there was like a way to play Genshin in slow-mo? Right? Like a slow motion option in Genshin in the game, like in the settings.
We're way behind schedule. We're way behind schedule.
McClee had left the chat. Lol. RJ, here's Liam. 3 scarabs, the area you were just in. Oh yeah, because I remember... Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I remember following T-Soul 22's guide on like getting, what is it, 43 or something? 40 plus scarabs without having to go underground. Oh no, I can't get up. Okay. Is there a way to get in here? Apparently not. Apparently not. No way to get in there. There must be a puzzle mechanism somewhere. Alright, we're going. I think one is underground there. I got 2 Cynos and just 10 pulls. Like just now, Naomi?
Is everything ready?
Absolutely. You brought fewer people than I imagined.
Bring him up.
Wow, congrats, man. Could you share some of that luck with us, man?
Raman, I've always thought of you as a
Everybody
man
who
of his word.
asks who is Glenn, some people ask where is Glenn.
Sounds fair.
But what I want to know is how is Glenn? Oh, hello, what's up, GB? Hi, welcome. Good to see you again, man. How are you? I'm good, Thanks for asking, man. How are you doing?
You stay right there!
Wait, Spartan, you just rang a bell in my head. For anyone who's watched what is it? I think it was Endgame Part 1. Yeah, like Avengers Endgame Part 1. They were asking about Gamora. They were asking about Gamora. Someone's asking, I think it was Quill. Peter Quill asked, "Where's Gamora?" And then Stark said, "Who is Gamora?" "I'll do you one better." And then like, what's his name? What's the character that that Dave Bautista is playing? I can't remember. He just said. I remember him saying like, "I'll do you one better." Like, who? How is Gamora? I don't remember, but it was something like that. It went exactly like that. The dialogue that you just played out. Drax, yeah, that's it. Drax. Thank you. When I got Cyno, I spent hours looking for scarabs and forgot that I could look up locations. And in 1 hour of not looking up anything, I got 2 scarabs. Oh man.
Just like you said.
Oh man, goodness. That's actually pain right there, Cloud. Like, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I guess like something happened over the past few years. Like now, time for me is like so scary. Losing time for me is one of the most anxiety-inducing things for me now.
They must have fallen down here. Most of them seem in...
Mind your head.
No, this isn't the time.
He's not actually gonna go in there, is he?
As it happened.
What are you doing?
Don't you
I'm gonna
think
just
it's
must
curious?
the stream.
1 minute
Must.
less than 2 major dates.
Alright.
Indeed. In my view,
So I was playing Valorant 2 days ago and I met a toxic person and he somehow made me cry. Aww. Sorry to hear that, man. You know, you shouldn't let those people get to you, really. Okay. How many people are in chat? Okay, there's a decent amount of people in chat now. I think it might be a good time for us to start talking about the banners. Okay, let's get on our favorite girl. Let's get on our favorite girl. And by get on, I mean, you know what I mean when I say get on. Wink, wink. Mute RJ? Wait, what do you mean mute RJ? I'm not muted, right? Okay, no, my audio looks like it's working fine. Ayo. Let's get on our favorite girl. RJ, that was sus. I mean, you know, we're all in the Genshin community. Most of us are already sus as we know it. Drink our favorite girl's milk. That's not even sus anymore. That's just straight up. I don't know. It's just straight up. Wow. Show me Yelan. Oh, okay. Okay. That could be a thing. Yelan. I didn't really have to say but I did. That was look up the Ganyu credit card. That wasn't even like scripted. Like me saying right there, It wasn't even scripted. It was just a perfectly natural reaction. Perfectly natural human response. Right there. Oh my goodness, that question, Cloud. I wonder how much she produces. Oh no. That was sus. What do you mean? It wasn't scripted. Yeah, got a script? No, no. I mean, I wish I could, man. Saw a parody opening Powerpuff Girls only with the characters of JoJo Stone Ocean. Lol. Alright, so I am missing a bit of information here. I actually legit have no idea what the weapon does. I don't think the information has been released yet, right? I don't think they've released that yet. Four stars, spin during the event. Okay, so no. Looks like the weapon information has not been officially released yet. How about Hoyo Lab? Is it on Hoyo Lab yet? How do I do news stuff? Okay, we're in Genshin official. Alright. Oh, okay, I guess this is it, yeah. Notices. That's not it. Info. Okay, so I guess still no official information on it. Okay. So all we know about it is that it scales off of HP. Well, I mean, like, you guys might know about it, but I don't. But so just from the trend of what MiHoYo has been doing for... Alright, carry on. Okay, so just from the trend of what MiHoYo has been doing for... Oh, hang on. This looks like an important question. RJ, does your wife care about you playing Genshin for hours a day live streaming? No, in fact, she's very supportive. She's very supportive. Like, my wife is very supportive, actually. And I think I'm not supportive of her enough for how supportive she is of me. Both characters and weapon banners are decent this time. I mean, like, they kind of had to make it decent because Nilou is very niche. She's an enabler, but she's also somewhat DPS, right? But also she's very niche, even as a DPS. Yo, what's up, Anshu, man? Good to see you again, man. How are you? So, like, she's very niche. Despite being a DPS, like, it's hard to make a DPS niche, right? And DPS is supposed to be designed to just do damage, and they're not supposed to be niche. Like, who's a universal, like, DPS will just do good damage no matter what? So, okay, someone like Hu Tao or even Ganyu. Like, all you need is just like 4 Viridescent on someone, and then yeah. Alright, sorry about that. So yeah, and Nilou, despite being a DPS, she's very niche, and she's very niche, and despite that, because of the way her kit works, she's very niche, as in, like, you're only able to put her in like 1 or 2 teams, and it's so weird that a 5-star DPS is like that. And because Nilou is like that, they really had to make this banner super attractive, and by putting Xiangling and Beidou in there. And of course, they wouldn't want to give all amazing 5 stars, right? So, you know, Barbara is in there just for the memes. Alright, Albedo is a pretty good character, but he's not like he's not as valuable as some other 5 stars. But and in most cases, you really can't go wrong by getting Albedo. But it really also depends on like what other characters that you have on your account, and what teams you're able to put together. And there are some teams, like very few teams, that Albedo kind of messes up, such as like a Vape Hu Tao, for example, especially if you don't have Xingqiu as your Hydro enabler, or if you just, let's say you have Yelan, or let's say you don't have Yelan, or even Xingqiu, and you only are like running Copium Vaporize Hu Tao or something, or Copium Vaporize Diluc or whoever. Albedo will take away some of that hydro gauge, which means that you're going to be losing out on quite a few vaporizes. But other than that, Albedo is a pretty universal character, pretty universal good character. Not a great character, but good character. The big problem with him is that a lot of the newer enemies that we have now, like they kind of destroy his flower on the ground, and it makes it so that now you have to swap over to Albedo more often than you have to. Like, no, actually more often than you want to, because Albedo is supposed to be played as like a E burst, swap to Albedo, E burst, and then swap off, and then forget about it for 15 seconds or 20 seconds. But because of that, because his flower keeps getting broken by a lot of the a lot of the enemies in the game now, you kind of have to swap back to him as if he was a quick swap type of character, which he isn't supposed to be. So it kind of feels bad. He's the elevator, Zhongli's stepladder. Okay, that's yeah. He's the elevator to Zhongli's stepladder. Well, I mean, I guess Geo will be like that. Yeah, right. Oh man, that's good. That's good. So that's at least okay. So for the mindset for the banners, right? So again, Nilou herself is a very niche DPS. She can be used off-field just to enable your bloom teams. If you really want to take advantage of Nilou's kit, you're gonna prefer to run her in a bloom team. If you really want to super take advantage of Nilou's kit. If you don't want to, you could just run her as an off-field hydro applier / sub DPS. We don't know her numbers yet. None of her official numbers have been released. They usually release them on day one, like when the character actually gets released. So that's all we know for now. But yeah, she is a DPS, sub DPS / special bloom team enabler. And when I say special bloom team, you actually have to put only hydro and dendro characters in that team, and part of her kit is gonna make you allow you to make these special bloom seeds that are only coming from her kit, and they blow up faster. They probably do more damage than a normal bloom seed, and they have a much bigger AOE. So it's pretty good overall. It's a very AOE type of character. So it's kind of weird that and I don't know how big the bloom like explosion AOEs are, but if it's a bloom team, then it has bigger AOE. Wouldn't that make you want to run a crowd controller? Right? Like, but you can't really run a crowd controller because her, like the special bloom thing, part of her kit doesn't work if you have other characters of other elements in the team. It only works when you have dendro and hydro on the team. So it's a bit weird, I think. But yeah, that's pretty much Nilou. As for the 4 stars, 4 stars are great. Xiangling. If you already have Xiangling and you don't want the 5-star, if you already have Xiangling at 4, if you already have Xiangling at C4 and you don't want Nilou, I wouldn't recommend wishing on this banner just to C6 Xiangling. C6 gets something from C5 and C6, but it's not really a lot. It's like kind of insignificant compared to the rest of Xiangling's kit. I already have C4. If you have C3 and you're still far away from pity, I think it would be worth it to like drop a few wishes on this banner just to see if you could, just to wish that you could get like one Xiangling to finally get your Xiangling to C4. But if you're at C2, etc., or if you're C1 or even C0, I still wouldn't recommend it. Beidou, Albedo is a pretty good character. She is rather situational. In single target, her damage drops off. Her maximum DPS potential drops off significantly in single target, compared to if you were only fighting 2 or 3 enemies. And if you're fighting way too many enemies, her damage kind of becomes very mid. But nonetheless, she is part of one of the stronger teams. One of the strongest teams in the game, which is Sucrose Taser. So because of the damage reduction she gives, the shield she gives at, I believe, C1, etc. So if you're at C2, increases her maximum DPS potential. Again, situationally, only if you're fighting 2 or 3 enemies, by a significant amount. If you get C2 on her. Yeah, so these 2 4-stars are really, really good. Barbara is Barbara, so yeah. Yeah, we've already talked about Albedo. Now, as for the weapons, though, I'm very surprised that they didn't put Summit Shaper here. Because when Albedo was released, and on a lot of his rerun banners, no, all of his rerun banners, until today, Summit Shaper has always been on the banner. And, okay, so now no official information has been officially released about the key of KHAJ-NISUT. So, but from the trend, if you don't look up leaks, if you don't know anything about about Nilou's weapon, then yeah, welcome aboard. You're just like me. But my guess, just looking at the trend of how MiHoYo has been designing their newer 4-stars, 5-stars, and even their weapons too. They've been designing a very, very niche 5-stars and weapons that will almost only work on them. In fact, some of the 5-star weapons are so tailor-made to the specific 5-star character that they were made for, that some of them are even worse than 3 stars. The donut. But yeah, so this kind of gives us an idea. The fact that they did not put Summit Shaper in here, which has been on the weapon banner every time Albedo has rerun. The fact that they replaced it with Jade Cutter here, and they've put Jade Cutter on so many banners. Okay, you know what? Genshin banner history. Okay, let's try looking it up. There was like a website here. Like, oh man, I think there's, okay, this is it. Yeah. Come on. Hello? Donut Haver's gonna throw donuts at you. Anshuman? Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me? I mean, I'm gonna have to throw a donut at myself, man. If that's the case, yeah. I got debated by the friggin' Jade Cutter during, I think it was Kokomi's first banner. I think it was Kokomi's initial run, her first run. I got baited by the Jade Cutter. I went for the Jade Cutter. I swung as hard as I could, and then I missed. So yeah, it wasn't great. It wasn't great. But okay. So let's look at all the banners where the Jade Cutter has been on. Okay, weapon banners. Alright, let's look for the Jade Cutter. So far, I remember like at least 2 weapon banners, where they put Jade Cutter on because the other weapons sucked. And, okay, let's see. Jade Cutter. Okay, alright, there's one. Okay, so Kagura's Verity isn't a horrible weapon, but it definitely is far from great. It's very, very specific. In fact, even until now, like, I can't think of any other character that can take full advantage of Kagura's Verity, except for, of course, Miko, whom it was designed for, and Lisa. Right, and then okay, the other one that I remember was also, yeah, there you go, right, that's the other one. So they always put Jade Cutter with weapons that they think no one is gonna roll for. Is there another one? Let's see if there's another one. Wait, what was this? What? What is this banner? What in the world? Okay. Oh, whoa. Yo, chill out, Mr. Bot, sir. Sponsor, sir. Okay. All right. Any other Jade Cutter stuff here? I guess. Okay. That's decent. Okay, that's not really a bait, because like, Jade Spear isn't that bad. It's just that other weapons have been released that are better than it. What's going on? We're talking about the banners, Buns. RJ, when wishing on the donut and Jade Cutter banner, yo, ha! Another test subject. Another test subject. the voice line from one of the treasure hoarders. Okay, I guess I'm scrolling down to when the Jade Cutter wasn't even released yet. Okay, but yeah, right, you get my point, right? So in the 2 out of 3 times that they've given us I'm not gonna say that. What is it? Where? Okay, so Jade Spear is not a bad weapon, but it's definitely not a good weapon, and it's at the time of Zhao's release, very few people could take full advantage of Jade Spear. So at the time, like Jade Spear's value has kind of gone up since then, but at the time that Jade Spear was released, oh wow, these sponsors really want their money back, man. They really want their money back. No, you can't get your money back. You already signed the agreement. You said I would take my underwear off during a stream, and I did, but you didn't tell me to turn on my camera. So no, you can't have your money back. But yeah. Yeah, sponsors really active today. I know, right? But yeah, so like in this banner right here, Jade Cutter was put on there kind of a way to like push people. Like people are still like people still went for the Jade Spear, right? Because it's not a bad weapon. It's just not the an amazing weapon that makes people go like, oh, I gotta wish for it, right? So the Jade Spear here was just, you know, like kind of a bonus, right? Just to get a few more people to go for the Jade Spear. And on the next banner that we got Jade Cutter on, it was just an awful banner, like a sad excuse for a weapon banner. RJ became Zhongli and said, "You signed this contract." The contract shall be. What's his line? Oh man, I can't remember. The contract shall be followed. I don't think Zhongli would use the word followed. Shall be followed, or else you will suffer the wrath of the rock. No, Keith Silverstein's voice, man, is just way too cool. Way too cool to actually try and imitate. It's yeah, his voice is so cool, man. Let's see. Okay, all right. The last Jade banner where Jade Cutter was on was not that bad, but again, Kagura's Verity was in a pretty similar boat as Jade Spear, where it's very, very specialized, and it can be, I don't know, like, okay on some characters, but you can't even fully utilize. That's all, folks. Oh my god. You can't even fully utilize Kagura's Verity on characters other than the character it was literally designed for, or Lisa. And I think there's like one more Catalyst user that I'm forgetting who can kind of fully take advantage of it. I think it was Yanfei or something. I don't know. I can't remember. And other than that, we haven't gotten Jade Cutter again. So yeah, almost every time that, no, actually, basically every time they give us Jade Cutter on the weapon banner, they're usually using it as bait. And this time, it's especially obvious that they are using it as bait because they literally replaced Albedo's quote-unquote best in slot weapon with the Jade Cutter just to use it as bait so people would wish on this banner. Which we've never seen that before, right? I don't remember any time that we've ever seen that before where a limited 5-star rerun or even like a limited 5-star rerun is happening without the weapon that was released with them. If we look back into history, so okay, right? This Venti's weapon, Cyno's weapon, okay, right? Zhongli's weapon, Tainari's weapon. Even though Zhongli's weapon's pretty bad, they still rolled it. They still put it in here because Tainari's weapon was actually pretty decent. Alright, this one, Ganyu's weapon, Kokomi's weapon. No matter how bad Kokomi's weapon is, they still put it on here. They didn't put Jade Cutter in here. Yeah, same thing here. So, see? Right, well, wait, where's Albedo? Wait, oh, okay, this was not a double banner situation. Alright, so yeah, right, somehow they put Summit Shaper here without Albedo because the other 5-star was great. Right, Klee's weapon, Kazuha's weapon, Ito's weapon, and I think this was like a single banner situation. Yelan and Zhao's weapon, Ayaka's weapon, and then like I think this was a single banner situation again. Let's see. Okay, Venti's and Ayato's weapon, Shogun's and Kokomi's weapon, Yaimiko's. I think this was a single banner again. Ganyu's and Zhongli's weapon, Shenhe's and Zhao's weapon, Ito's weapon. This is a single banner. Eula's weapon. Is this a single banner situation? That's weird. Alright, so basically, they've almost never given us banners where there's a limited 5-star character rerun without their weapon. So it's kind of clear. It's pretty clear that the Jade Cutter here is bait because either that this weapon is bad or that this weapon is like way too specialized that no one really wants it unless if they have Nilou. So yeah, that's my take on the 5-stars of this weapon banner. As for the 4-stars though, Sacrificial Bow pretty decent on like 1 or 2 characters. I can't think of too many 4-stars that really like it. I guess Favonius Bow is just a better bow in my opinion. In most cases, not in all cases. Like for example, Diona, for example, Favonius is I think overall better for energy, but only by a tiny bit compared to Sac Bow. But with Sacrificial Bow, you get more shield uptime, so it's in 1 or 2 ways, like it's about as good as Favonius Bow. For someone like Goro, you prefer Favonius just for the extra particles because you don't want to have to like cast your E twice and use up more time in your rotation. Dragon's Bane, really good on Xiangling, on even Hu Tao. It's basically Hu Tao's second best in slot weapon, like despite all the other 5-stars. Rain Slasher. You know what? Rain Slasher's not as bad as it used to be. It's really not as bad as it used to be. It used to be that Rain Slasher was really only usable on Vape Diluc if you didn't have any other better options, and it was only viable on Vape Diluc if you had really good substats already. But now, yeah, EM's pretty decent now on some characters, on some Claymore users. Alright, so I have no idea what the 4-star weapons do yet. I have some inkling of unofficial information, which I don't want to get into on this stream, because that would be leaking, and I'm not gonna discuss leaking. I'm not gonna discuss leaks. I don't want to talk about dreams too. Alright, I know some YouTubers and content creators do that. They talk about dreams. Beidou works on Rain Slasher, right? Yeah, that's right. Beidou too. Yeah. But like the thing with Beidou too is like it's a bit weird. Like you don't know if you're actually able to use the EM, because it's really hard to know who is triggering electrocharged in an electrocharge team. It's really hard to decide to find out. I guess there's not a lot to talk about these banners. Especially because we still haven't gotten official information on the new 4 stars yet. Hearsay is saying that the 4-star sword is gonna be awesome on Kazuha. But the fact, like, I would say, okay, like maybe compared to Iron Sting, because it's a gacha weapon and it's not even gonna be on like the standard 4-star like pool of weapons. It's a limited 4-star weapon. There's absolutely no way to guarantee when you're gonna be able to get this. So unless if they add it into like the standard pool of 4-star weapons, I think despite how good people say this sword is gonna be for Kazuha, it's still gonna have a similar value or maybe even lower value than something like Iron Sting or even Favonia's sword. So Iron Sting is very valuable on Kazuha because EM, obviously, and it's free to play. Like as long as you have the billets to craft it, you don't even need to increase its refinement. It'll still do its job perfectly. And then Favonia's sword, very valuable on Kazuha because it is a gacha weapon. It's a gacha 4-star. But because it's in the standard pool of 4-star weapons, almost anyone can get it. Like, you know, like maybe not almost. You know what? Like, I take that back. Okay, a lot of people are gonna have it just from playing the game, because obviously people play the game and they're definitely gonna wish, right? They're gonna use their Primo Gems, whether they go on the standard banners or the weapon banners or the limited 5-star banners. There's always gonna be a chance to get at least one or more Favonia swords. So the fact that this is a limited 4-star sword means that this is not coming out of the standard banner, and it is not coming out of the limited 5-star banners. So despite it potentially being the best 4-star weapon for Kazuha, I would still say its overall value is still about the same or maybe even lower because it's just so much harder to get. Looks more like a Geo sword than a Nilou sword. It really does not, right? Like, okay. It really does not match her aesthetic in any way. Yeah, it absolutely just does not match her aesthetic in any way. Like, I guess like the brown on her horns, and like it's not really brown. It's like technically it's gold, and technically this isn't supposed to be brown. It's like more like gold dirt, or I don't know. But yeah, it just doesn't match. Like Nilou is supposed to be like curvy and like flexible and stuff, but this sword looks very rigid. Is Favonia's Lance good for Raiden Shogun? Yes, it actually is, Cloud. Like if you don't have the catch, or if you prefer, let's say your Xiangling has a really good build and your Shogun does not, then yeah, it would be better to put the catch on your Xiangling and then Favonius Lance on your Shogun. And that way, your Xiangling will get a lot more from the catch because your Xiangling is much better built. Because your Shogun won't be getting a lot from the catch because it has a worse build. You know, it's kind of a trade-off, really. But yeah, if both characters are really well built already, then I usually prefer to put the catch on the Shogun and the Favonius Lance on Xiangling. But yeah, Favonius Lance is definitely very good for Shogun. Get the catch and chill. The sword belongs to different fiction. You mean the... Wait, which sword? Oh, you mean... I mean, it does look similar to the... to Albedo's sword. You know, oh, right. Like, that's another thing, too, right? Wouldn't this banner have looked, like, aesthetically... aesthetically more pleasing if Summit Shaper was on it? Because they kind of have a similar aesthetic to them. Although Summit Shaper really has like a geo aesthetic to it, whereas the key of KHAJ-NISUT has more like a desert aesthetic to it. And I understand there is a slightly different, but this weapon banner would have looked a lot more aesthetically pleasing if they put what's it called? Summit Shaper. If they put Summit Shaper on this, but then they didn't. So there are so many reasons why they should have put Summit Shaper here, but they didn't. So that is immediately a clue for all of us that this weapon is either gonna be very meh, or maybe even gonna be bad, or only gonna be usable. Not even only gonna be good, only gonna be usable on Nilou. I got one for Favonius Lance and that's on Zhongli. I didn't have the catch. I mean, in that case, Cloud, yeah, I understand, like, you do have to trade in a piece of your sanity just to get the catch, especially if you want to R5 it, and that's up to you, really, if you want to make that trade. It is a really good weapon. So for me, remember, I have 3 accounts. I had to fish for R5 the catch 3 times, and I don't regret it, but you definitely can see that I'm kinda loony because of it. I lost a few brain cells from it. But yeah, Favonius Lance on Zhongli, if your Zhongli does not have like an ungodly build, I would recommend just building your Zhongli with Black Tassel and just building him pure HP so that you could give Favonius Lance to someone who benefits more from it, like putting it on your Shogun, for example. Craftable weapon for Zhongli? I don't think there is. I guess prototype, like the prototype pole arm, I forgot the name, would be okay. Like, but really, other than the energy recharge, there's no reason to run that weapon on him. Like, I don't know. I don't think there's a good craftable weapon for Zhongli. So, like, that's why if you need Favonius Lance on someone else, I would just recommend building Zhongli as a pure shield bot. Wow, I was very surprised. I'm very surprised that I don't know. I'm very surprised that I had very few things to talk about these banners. Usually I ramble on for like an hour about banners and stuff, but for some reason I had very few things to talk about. I guess maybe because like I didn't have a lot of the information, and I kind of already talked about Nilou's kit in a previous stream. But yeah, there really wasn't much to talk about this, about the current banners. Yeah, okay. I mean, she looks good. She looks really good. Like, the design's really good. And she actually looks like an NPC. Nilou looks like an NPC from like from an MMORPG. Or Nilou's costume, Nilou's getup looks like a what is it? Like a purchasable skin from like another game, from like an MMORPG from the 2000s. Like, I'm serious. Like, it actually really looks like some of the skins from this really old MMORPG that I used to play, because the Genshin's aesthetic and the aesthetic of that game that I'm talking about are very, very similar. And I really like that aesthetic. It's like, I don't know. Yeah, it's really cool. Okay. Nilou's sword looks like a claymore on the banner. It does, doesn't it? It does look like a claymore, and because it's so much bigger than other swords too. Like, it's bigger than, and the thing right next to it is a sword, and it's so much bigger than that sword. The first time I caught a glimpse of this, like from a while back, I really thought, I was very surprised. I was like, huh? Nilou's a claymore user? I really thought, because like I'm looking at Nilou's aesthetic, and Nilou does not look like she's a claymore user. So I was very surprised when I thought that it was a claymore. My friend called Ball Zhongli Kailu? What? I just have Slime Killer on Zhongli. John Lee. I love that. Alright, let's switch back to Genshin.
Boats are made for transferring commodities.
Well, I guess that's it for the banners. Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of anything else to say about the banners. Not much else coming out of my mouth about the banners. I'm trying to think about whether I should just end the stream here. Like, because I kind of have to get my son ready for school. Well, I'm trying to think whether I should end the stream here or just go AFK for a bit. I'm not sure. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna end the stream here. Like, yeah, I've said what I wanted to say about the banners, and yeah, that was like the main thing why I wanted to stream. And the like me doing the Archon Quest on one of my accounts was just something extra. If you end stream, oof, okay. Wait. If you end stream, you end Ganyu? No, I'm not ending Ganyu. Ganyu's forever. And on Diona? What? Why Diona? Oh, okay, sure. This is basically like, wait, oh, they have a different hair color. Ayaka forehead? No, I'm so sorry, Spartan. I don't have Ayaka. No, I don't have Ayaka. Sorry, man. Alright, yeah, I guess that's it. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, either way, like, I can't even, like, I won't even be able to, like, properly stream this afternoon because I have a couple of things I have to fix up here at my house. Yeah, so I guess I'm just gonna end it here. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about the banners. yeah, what you guys think about the banners, and like how, and what you guys think about how MiHoYo is like taking, and what what you guys think about the direction that MiHoYo is taking Genshin Impact in, like with the way that they're designing characters and weapons, and the fact that they're using Jade Cutter as bait to wish for their very specific and niche weapons for the 5 stars. For the weapon is niche, even for the 5-star, and the 5-star itself is niche. So like, let me know what you guys think about that in the comments, on Discord, or wherever, even like wherever. Yeah. Anyway, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. 28k health. Yeah, HP. Yona's a shield bot for me. I use her as a shield bot. HP everything. Yeah. Anyway, I really appreciate you guys coming by, hanging out, and being nice people. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, everyone. If you guys need any help with building your characters, building your weapons, building your teams, your accounts, making decisions on which banners to wish on, etc., feel free to join our Discord. It's in the pinned message in YouTube chat and in the description of all of my streams and videos. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a good day, good afternoon, good evening. Take care, everyone. Bye, everyone.